Hello, my children. Hello, my sweet little snoopy little sneaky little dupas. How are you doing today? Is dad loud enough? Is your daddy loud enough? I'm starting to take on the essence of a real dad. I'm starting to get mad at what the lawn looks like and engaging in really stupid wordplay. And I'm kind of loving it. Kind of loving being a good dad. I said I was going to be late this time, and I'm not. And thank you to those who are here. I'm sorry this was a last minute thing. And we're just going to wait for a few more people to get in here. Hello, Daniel. Sneak a peek, everybody. Hello, Mama Sun. Hello, Mama Sun. Hello, Nope, Not Today. Hello, Tumbleweed. Hello, Daniel. My oldest child. I love coming up with backstories for all of you. Hello, Tumbleweed. Oh, my little Tumbleweed. You've gone off to college, and I miss you so much. Nerdy Cat. Hello, Nerdy Cat. Love your name. Mine's the same. What's up, Deb from Canada? How is it in Canada? Is it cold? It's fucking hot here. What is hot in Canada? Is it like 80? Well, you guys have Celsius. I'll calculate it later, but tell me. I'm very curious about the weather. I'm in a lally mood today. It was a rough day for your date. It was very rough. And a lot of work contracts that were ready to go. And, just whether it's comedy or tech or whatever it is, be very clear about due dates and things with people. You know what I mean? Especially in comedy and entertainment, but definitely in tech, get paid first. You know what I mean? Or at least clarify your dates. Your dad maybe didn't do that as well as he thought he did. And wow, when shit rains, it pours, let me tell you. But it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Some plans change this weekend, but it's going to be fine. Hello, Petty Mason. Hello, Glitter is forever. Forever, ever? I'm actually the oldest of 4 boys. Mwahahaha. I can tell. I can tell just by y'all's essence, whether you're middle children. Listen, I'm not saying I'm psychic. This is a situation where everybody knows who the middle child is, and everybody, you know. I asked my neighbor Paula tonight, I was like, are you the oldest? And she's like, technically, no, but kind of. It was a whole thing. I was very close, though. Oh, I needed the great uncle gangster. Yes, I'm your great uncle, Margaret. You don't have to call me dead. I'm your uncle. Unky OB's here. What's up, kids? I brought you treats. The rest of the kids are hustling. They're on the way. We had a big day. Aside from it being 150 or whatever it is outside. Hello, Melly. Hi. Lori Life 360 for the win. Your screen name always makes me laugh. I just love Life 360 for the win. It's so funny. I love all of your screen names and your pictures. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Rachel. You. I always think of Rachel You like Rachel University. I don't know why. Hi, Desert Moon. Nerdy Cat, you're a new member. Hey, guess what? Your name's going on a list, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Don't worry. It's a good list. It's not a scary list, I promise. But today we're going to do, or tonight, I should say. By the way, happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy 4th. If you're not from America, this is the day where we blow shit up in the sky, and it's kind of legal. I don't know. And happy 4th, everybody. Everybody loves the 4th of July. I don't know why. I'm very scared of fireworks. I held some in my hand when I was little that were very old. They were those black cats. And all I remember is like squeezing one, and then it exploded in my hand, and it was all black. Like my hand had burnt char. My hand was wounded for a while. I still have scars on it. And it terrified the shit out of me. Now, your dad's boyfriend loves fireworks. Fucking loves them. And anytime he brings them home, I freak out. I'm like, oh God, what are we doing today? So Nerdy Cat, let's get to the point. I'm trying to stay on the point. I'm a little tired though, so forgive me. The reason that your name is going on a list, I'll just do screen names. Woo! Is because today we're going to do a raffle. And we're going to do a raffle because your dad was watching a lot of TikToks of people raffling and giving away things and old ladies winning at bingo. And it made me very emotional, which means the whole period's coming. But regardless, I was like, God, I want to give away things. It's so fun. If I could build you guys a tube that shot money around and just watch you catch it all day, I'd be fine. Your dad would sit back and chug Clearlies and watch you catch money, but I can't. What I can do is a raffle. And another thing I love more than a raffle is mail. I love mailing people shit. I love postcards. I like giving and receiving mail, sending and receiving. I like writing letters to people. Now, some of you wanted to send me stuff. Here's the deal. Your dad doesn't live alone, and he has to be considerate. And also, your dad is thinking about like personal safety and what's just smart in regards to just being a generally smart person, especially in the industry that I work in. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a P.O. box so that we can pen pal each other. Some of you have expressed a desire to do this, to mail each other shit. I'm into that. As long as it's not like anthrax, we're good. And don't mail me Duke or tampons or your penis. But anyway, I'm getting a P.O. box. It's gonna happen. It'll be before the end of the month. And meanwhile, I just want to mail you things. Can I, as your dad, can I nurture you, please? So what I'm gonna do is any new members tonight. Well, here, I'm gonna tell you the tiers. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a true crime giveaway. One of the items you've already seen on the show in the past, it's this hilarious bumper sticker. This is specifically a Canton bumper sticker. I can write Canton police. I can write Canton in marker over it if you wish. Whoever wins it gets to decide, or we can leave it. So, in order to get this bad boy, and then I'm going to go through chat. I'm sorry, I don't mean to leave you guys hanging. I like to address you as soon as possible. But if you want to win this bumper sticker, all you have to do, anybody who becomes a member on any tier tonight, anybody who sends any of the super sticker chat things, anything like that, through YouTube. If you buy me a coffee, again, you don't have to do that. But mainly, I'd like you to become a member. It's really cheap. It's like 99 cents. If you do that, you get entered to win this. And what does an enter mean? It means I write your name on this thing. I fold it. I put it in a bag. I shake it up. And at the end of the live, I'm going to pull a name out. And that person is going to get mailed a bumper sticker along with a couple of other stickers that are primarily Texas themed or scary entertainment themed or true crime. So we're going to do that. I have a lot of cool ass King of the Hill and various themed stickers that I've purchased that I find to be very amusing. And I'm going to stick with the Texas theme with that. And everybody is going to get a New Kids on the Block card because they just fucking rock. And I have quite a few. Here's another thing. We're going to be giving away a scrunchie. Now, this scrunchie is the John Ray color. I know it looks silver, but that's for some reason my camera is just weird. It is a mauve scrunchie. It's a duplicate. I got those. They're not silk, but they look like velvet, but they're not. They're a very light material, especially because we're in the summer. We're in the summer months. So in order to win that, you just have to answer whoever gets the first right on the quiz question we're going to have later. And that's anybody. That means you don't have to donate to anything. You just have to think a little bit. So we're going to do a quiz question later, and whoever gets it right, the first person to get it, I'm going to mail you that along with same shit, some cool stickers. I'm going to write you guys all a little letter, a little personalized letter. I might write to you in a gimmick in kayfabe where I pretend I'm an inmate. I don't know. Maybe you're an inmate, and I'm checking on you to see if you've gotten all your commissary and if everything's going all right. I don't know what I'm going to slip into, what my vibe's going to be. It depends on who wins. I am going to learn about you so that I can make it personal. I'm just kidding. Okay. But I will make it personalized. Now here's a very specific one. And the reason this is specific is because I would like to raise a little money to buy a friend who's going through a hard time, a little gift. I'm not going to share her personal shit, but I will tell you, she's very special to me. She's a dear friend. She's going through a rough time. So what I'd like to do is I would like to send her a donation. I will match whatever comes in tonight via PayPal or Cash App. I'll put my Cash App down on the thing, and then PayPal's up there. You can see it. It doesn't matter what the amount is. If you send me any amount through PayPal or Cash App tonight, you're going to be entered to win this bad boy. Now, your dad had 3 of these. Then he had 2 of these. Now he has 1 of these. By the way, the sticker is on the outside. I'm going to clean that. I'll get you a new case. Okay? Now, your dad's family, I think it was my sister. Somebody has one of these for me waiting. And I was like, man, this one is near mint. If you grade it, I'm sure it will be like an 8 to 10. It's the Mark Jackson card. And anybody who sends me any PayPal or Cash App, I'm going to check at the end of the day. That's going to go in her donation pile. But you're going to be in the bag, and I'm going to pull someone's name tonight, and you're going to get this. Now, who doesn't know what this is? I am going to have to skip down to see. How many of you know what this is? And tell me if you know, because I'm very curious. Okay, so you can grab the QR code from the screen by just making it large and then scanning it with your phone. However, if you are on your phone, that makes it difficult. So here's what I'll do. I will just type that in. Hold on. I'll do that real quick. Or I have a banner, I think. I have a banner. It's all under Oblivious Benson. So here. I have this bulk one that was made for me. I don't know. I don't even know if that has it right. Let's see. We'll fix that real quick. Because I want her to wake up and get this. I think it's going to make her very happy. She's been having a rough time, y'all. People have been having a rough time, you know? And let me see what I can do here. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me just update that. Please forgive me. Everybody sing a song to yourself right now. Give yourself a little breath and say, ah, gratin. Okay, here we go. Here. I'll put this up. This little scanny thing will be scrolling across the top or the bottom. There we go. Your dad's all tired. And I'm going to make that list during our last video. I'm going to pull all the names. And it's not a dumb question. There are no dumb questions. Just dumb motherfuckers. No, I'm just kidding. You're not one, though. You're great. I love you all. So, yeah. That's what that's gonna get. So it doesn't matter any amount. It could be like, I think you could donate 50 cents. I don't fucking know. But anything that goes through PayPal or Cash App, because that one I could just get it to quicker to her. She's going through a hard time. There's a lot of people in my neighborhood and just in the city in general who are victims of like weird crimes that aren't really violent crimes, but they are really life-changing. You know what I mean? Like arson fucking sucks. It's the worst. I've had so many friends who have, gone through fires and one who died in one. And Texas is just crazy. There's like tornadoes and shit. There's been a lot of stuff where people have been like slitting tires. There's been like 37 tire slittings in our area in the last couple of months. And it's really weird. But we also have a lot of homeless people here who live out of their cars and then use them to get to work. And it's just, there's a lot of people in my neighborhood and people that I know personally who have been dealing with shit like that lately. And it's life-changing and it sucks. I feel horrible for them. Catalytic converter theft is on the fucking rise. And that's probably the most inconvenient and annoying and expensive. And it's just crazy that people are going through that. Also, if you want to get a membership, it should be in the comments, the description below this. So below this video, you should see a description. It should be at the very, very top, I think. So let me go back and say hi to everybody. And I am going to try to get to the point much quicker. But yeah, basically at the end, we're going to do a quiz question. And whoever gets it right, the first person is going to get a dope ass card with some stickers and a scrunchie. Anybody who donates anything, Cash App, sticker, becomes a member, it doesn't matter what you do. If you do something positive for the cult, for your dad, you're going to get entered in to win that bumper sticker. And then just let me know when I call your name. Then you can email me and let me know if you want me to write Canton on it. Canton. And anybody who donates anything via Cash App or PayPal is going to get entered for the Mark Jackson card. I'm going to announce who wins tonight. And that Mark Jackson card, you hold on to that there, kids. That's like a $2 bill. That's going to only appreciate over time. That's what a real dad would say. Beard scrunchie for Adam. Adam, this would go incredible with your skin tone in your eyes. I think that mauve would look great on you, brother Adam. I really do. And let me see. I should put my phone next to me so that I can make that list. She's going to be so happy. Nancy, I'm not going to say your last name. I'm going to put Nancy H. Okay. So Nancy H, you are entered. You're the best. Thank you so much. She's going to appreciate it. I know this. All right. And you got, this is going to be, your dad's getting tested. Okay, here we go. That was, okay, so you're in for the Mark Jackson card. All right. So I'm going to make 3 piles. Nancy H, you're in 1. All right. And you know who you are. All right. This is very exciting. And here's the thing. I don't like fundraising for stuff unless like we did like one for rain and one for like ice for or what's it called? The people who were defending when they made the little kids at the border go up in front of a judge and have a lawyer, and they were like fucking 4. Their little feet are dangling. They were separated from their parents. There were a bunch of lawyers down here who were donating their time and their money, their efforts, everything pro bono. And then it got to where it was overwhelming. There were so many. So there was an organization that was hiring lawyers to accompany those children, so they weren't alone in court. And, that kind of fundraising, it's like I could do. But when it comes to like stuff like this, I'm like, I want to give away stuff, right? I feel like it's a give and take. That's more fun. And it just feels better. It's like, I want you guys to have things. But yeah, when I get that P.O. box set up, I'm going to let you know, because I want to write to some of you. My daughter has a mat at her front door. It says, "Don't let the cats out or the cops in." It's especially hilarious because her dad used to be a cop. Oh my God, I love that. I have one that says, "Get a warrant." That's what our mat says. And I think it's super funny. Your challenger won't get targeted. Oh, really? Oh, because they're so low to the ground, right? You can't fucking take that. Can't take that catalytic converter. Daniel just joined. He's a new member, you guys. Daniel, you just got put in which one is that? The bumper sticker. All right. So let's do Daniel with the bumper sticker and Deb from Canada. Hello, Deb. You also get an entry. This is going to be so exciting. Oh my God. Daniel, you got new member. All right. And then Deb. And I might be doing this off screen while we watch some stuff in a minute, but don't worry. Deb from Canada. I'm going to be filling these out and separating them and making sure that everybody is in the right pile. And hello. And also, let's talk about while we're here, everybody. Oh shit, where did I put? Oh no, I have it right here. Let's talk about. Okay, I got that. Okay, there you are. Let me make my Let's talk about the show tonight. Some of you guys saw my post. You might be wondering, what do I mean by Jenn Mccabe? Butt dials are fucking real, y'all. Butt dials are real. Let's just say that. Jenn Mccabe tonight, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe, no, I would never wonder if I'm on the wrong side here, but let me tell you something. I ripped on that bitch and that whole family for butt dialing so much. I said, that's ridiculous. Who has this many butts? Who can dial that many times with their ass? What does your ass have to say? That is so important. And also, how are we answering with our asses? This is wild. Tonight, your dad, right before this, I was going to edit the post about the show and say, hey, email me if you came out. So I can say hi to you, And when I went to edit it, and I meant like say hi to you via email, because I ended up, long story short, had to leave a little early. I was going to post that. I'm at a stoplight. All of a sudden I have to go. Oh no, put the fucking phone down, cat. So I do. It falls below my feet. I drive a standard. It is not an option to drive all over the fucking place in Texas and get pulled over. There are lots of state troopers out. Your dad doesn't want that. So I let my phone toss around. When I finally get out of the car, I stick it in my back pocket without thinking about it. I get home. The community post that I made had been deleted. Your dad added, apparently with his ass, maybe my asshole, I don't know. These pants were tight. Added quite a few channels that I have no interest in seeing. And I called my old tennis coach from high school. And I have his number because one time he came out to a comedy show. He's good friends of the family. I was like, let me get you and your new wife's number. I have no idea what he heard, but he likely heard your dad singing Selena at full blast in the car. and then laughing and honking at somebody who was running around under the bridge, topless, with stars and flowers painted on their tits. I thought it was very funny. But when I got out of the car and realized all the damage that my ass had done, I said, wow, is this Jenn Mccabe haunting me? I don't know. What do you think? Thank you very much. I tried my best. It was very hot tonight, Margaret. If any of you came to the show, I know that there were like a couple of people that I saw at the beginning who approached me and who were very, very kind, but told me that they were shy and that they were just going to go sit down and said hello. And I said, I love you. I'm proud of you. And you called me dad. And I knew right away who you were. I respect that. Some people are not into like, y'all were like, I'm going to get drinks. Nice to see you, dad. I'm going to go enjoy the show. Peace. Another person came up to me and casually said, hey, dad, will you watch my purse? And I almost fucking lost it. I love that. I thought that was everybody who would be there. And then I left and I saw a post right before the whole butt dial incident that said straight up, like something like they were clapping from the back. And I was just like, oh my God, I missed them. Like I wanted to meet anybody who came out tonight. So if I didn't, the next show, it's going to be late July. Might have one or two before then, but I'm not going to invite you guys to open mics and shit like that, or like little shows with like 10-minute sets. I want you to have a good time and stick around. But thank you to those of you who came out. It was very hot, wasn't it? But it was a great crowd. Oh my God, there were so many people. It was it was a grower, not a shower. That's what we say. As in, the audience built. Like, you have to crack them sometimes. Sometimes they've had a bad day. I've had a bad day. And they're all like fucking tight butthole. You got to loosen that butthole. Crack them. Get them all giggly. You don't have to donate to keep that card for me. I have another one purchased by a family member for me. So I was like, I want to give this one away because this one I think is in better condition, and you can probably, I'm not kidding. Your dad's not just kidding saying keep that $2 bill for a while. I'm saying like with this, you should keep it because it might be worth money someday, especially if they get, I mean, I think right now in the condition it is, you might be able to get 20 or 30 because it's near mint. It's not graded yet, but I have worked with a lot of card gradings. I'm a fucking big nerd. And I'm telling you, that's got to be between an 8 and 10. You could actually get some money for that. I want you guys to get that bag. I told you. But Mosquito, you are now in the running. You are now in the running. All right. But you can donate any amount to PayPal or Cash App, and you will get an entry in for the Menendez brothers card. And thank you so much for your donation. And on behalf of my friends, thank you. All right. Petty Mason. Oh my God, Petty Mason. Well, I guess you're getting 5, huh, Petty? I'm going to have to fill out 4 more for you in a minute. For buying memberships for people. That is awesome. That's sick. You guys rule. Oh my God. You're going to make a little lady summer. She's going to be so happy. Oh my God. So I love you guys so much. You're the best. Everybody say thank you to your sister, Petty Mason did. I started looking at some of the emails I was backed up on today. The way I do it, especially when there's sensitive subjectry, which is not a word, but when there's sensitive information in there, I like to take notes and give it my time. Oh my God, Jessica. Oh. Spark plugs. Ooh. Okay. I see what you're throwing at me, Jessica. Jessica's on the list for the Menendez card and has a great idea. And I like it. Okay. We'll get to that later. All right. So, and also, you can all come see me live. If you are ever in or around Austin, tell me and I will give you free tickets to the comedy club. And I will come visit with you. And if there is no comedy show and you happen to be coming through Austin and you're a friend of mine, you're not trying to cut my head or my tits off or like show me your penis. And if you're not trying to like fucking throw pig's blood on me or like get on my lawn, then I would be happy to meet any of you and like go out and have coffee or something or just like just gabagool with my kids. But I love you guys so much. You're the best. I hope that some of you got some good memberships. Claudia says, thank you. You can. And also I tour sometimes. So if I'm in your state, I'll tell you. fucking fruit fly. Fruit flies are back. Don't worry. Don't worry. They'll go away. I love seeing you guys here every day. This has become very addicting. Melanie messaged me the other night. She texted me and she was just like, fucking addicted to the lives, aren't you? She didn't say the F word. She would never do that. She's a cupcake. She would never. But she was like, you see what I'm like, oh my God, it's crazy. It's like Live Journal all over again, but with more likable people. I enjoy you all. Hello, Elizabeth. Oh, you all look so fabulous. Watching from Canada. Tracy talks a lot. Home of the Hart family. Home of Brett the Hitman Hart. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. Oblivious, if you ever use the wheelofnames.com, you won't have to pull things out with paper, but you can put people's names on the wheel. Oh my God, that's so smart. Okay. You taught me something. You know what's fucking crazy is I'm about to write that down. I know it's silly. Your dad writes everything down. And I wouldn't have to pull from the paper. That's a good point. But I do like to take notes. So just for the sake of this, because this is where I keep my notes, I'm going to write down wheel of names. You're a genius. Thank you so much. How many of you, by the way, went to your unclaimed government funds and checked it? Anybody new? I have exciting news. I finally tallied it up. And yes, Melly, come to Texas. And if you guys come here and you're like, oh, I'm just stopping in town, I need a place to park my RV, my landlord will not let me do that, but I can give you like resources. So tell me what your deal is. Are you looking for a good hotel? Are you trying to stay in an Airbnb? They're fucking monsters, but if you got to do it, you got to do it. Sometimes you do have to support the big corporate overlords. You know what I mean? But like if you're like, where's a good restaurant? I had a lady my first fucking week of even doing this, of just putting out videos. I wonder if she's in here. I think her name's Sherry, if I recall correctly. She was going to San Antonio Rodeo. She's like, yo, B, where do I fucking stay? What's up with the rodeo? How do I get around? What part of town is safe? And I gave her all the boom, 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 boom. I was like, go get the pecan pralines. Go get you got to go fucking hit up Rolando's Super Taco. Don't stay right by the Alamo Dome. Use Uber. Avoid Lyft. Like, I'll tell you guys what you need to know. Yeah, Panis. I'm addicted to you guys. Is this what it's like to have kids? You're just like, you're the most precious thing that I've ever seen. I can't quit you kids. I can't quit you kids. Yes, let's chain smoke. I'm all about it, Daniel. Let's go to Zilker and let's just go fucking wild chain smoking on the beautiful grass. I'm just kidding. Let's not do that. But let's watch the yoga people fall because it's kind of funny. And I'm not talking about regular yoga. I'm talking about the acrobat yoga. They are very fucking intense. And there's goat yoga. Let's go hang out with goats. You're in Calgary? Oh my gosh. Dude, you probably know. Ooh, I wonder if we know some people that are the same people. I know Calgary is fucking huge, but if you're in his hometown, have you been to his bar yet? What do you think about the Hitman Hearts bar? Is it good? Is it good? Do you like it? I have a cousin who was kidnapped in 1976 and was found. What? Claudia? Babe, tell me more. Who? Do you mind saying? Was she the recent? It wouldn't be Illinois Jane Doe, right? Is it 76? That is 50 years. Holy hell. Wait. Was she found alive? What? I have so many questions. I'm going to get the phone going in a little bit after we watch something. Claudia, what does the star mean if I star y'all? I'm starring you. I don't know what that means, but it means fucking something. Oh my God, tell me all your favorite wrestlers. When we do a call and let's talk about. Yes, I have. And I'm obsessed with Breaking Ground. And hello, Tumbleweed. I got the Zevo. Yeah, one of you guys told me to get that. I ordered like 3 fruit fly things, 3 different options that are new beside the homemade one, because I'm like, everybody's taking the time to suggest these things and they are brand specific and you guys had very thorough thoughts on it. And I was like, well, fucking now I have to try. The thing is, they haven't come in yet. So when they do, I'm excited. Oh my God, Claudia, your birthday is Monday. Happy birthday, sweet bean. Oh my gosh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do for your birthday? Are you going to go to Canton? Are you going to go to Canton and hang out in the snow? Yeah, that is fucking crazy. I want to hear more. I hope the person is alive. I hope your cousin is alive. Did you see Adam, Brett the Hitman Hart, surprised Dax Harwood for his birthday this week, and he turned bright red and looked like a child who just remember when little Billy met the Undertaker? That's how Dax looked. It was so sweet. Oh my God. What's going on with Helen, by the way? I saw you were live, but I was taking care of my doggy. His itchy butthole's back, you guys. It's an allergy. Something's going on. We're spraying everything that could go wrong has gone wrong in the last week, you guys. Everything. But I'm still happy because we figured it out. I think we finally know what's up with his itchy butthole. But I feel like the vibes can only come up. So what's going on with Helen? Your dad I missed your live, and I'm sorry, son. Son, I missed your basketball game, and I'll try harder to be there, but the life of a dad. What's going on? I saw a PayPal from someone suggesting spark plugs for Helen, and I'm happy to get you spark plugs if you need them. What can we do? Okay, Percocet. Oh, yeah. Your dad is ADHD as fuck. However many ADs you need to add. How much did you guys get? Because here's the exciting news. The number has surpassed 20K for just people in our chat the past few days. I had someone hit me up. She said 14K for her. And then I think it was 10K for her husband. She did not want to say her name, obviously, because she just got a bunch of fucking money. And that would be stupid as fuck to listen, don't advertise when you have a lot of money, okay? Just don't do that. Isn't that how that extentation got caught? Don't do that. Don't do that. Just, but for the sake of the tally, oh my God. We're over. We're past 20K. I'm done counting. That's pretty good, right? But I've had people say 100. I had one lady who's like, I got $30. One lady was like, I got $7. Her husband got a lot. I'm so excited. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, all three of my stimulus. What the fuck, Claudia? What did you? That pisses me off because people were doing that, and they were also in Texas anyway. They were doing the unemployment thing where they would file for unemployment under your name, and then you find out that you're supposed to be reporting to them and showing them that you're trying to get a job, and you already have a job, and you're like, what is going on here? I just realized I need to move out of the way of that. Sorry. What the fuck? Can we yell at the IRS for you? What can I do? Who does your dad have to fight? I'm owed $3.16 from a bank that cost me $2.60. Jesus, Patty. You just block. If you don't like, I'm on here. I love that for us. I don't know what that means, but I like that you're on here. I ain't got no problems. I can't Airbnb because I'm a sex worker. Fuck them. Oh, shit. So, okay. If you go, so in Austin, they have this stuff here. It's called, what's it called? Something City. Anyway, there's these local groups where, I wish I could remember the name of it right now. Anyway, there's these local groups here in Austin that specialize in Uber rides and stuff, but they do it, they do their own verification because they don't allow in sex offenders or sex pests and people who have assaults on their record. And they actually do a more thorough job than the city does for Uber. And they also allow you to pay in cash or to post on this public Facebook page in order to get, basically to get people who need a ride or to get customers. And they end up being and the thing is, you could do okay, I only have $20 in my budget and I need XYZ, but it's not just rides. It's I need a place to stay. I have $30. Do you have a room? I need somebody to come over and fix my toilet. I need somebody to come over and, do baseboards, clean my yard. It's literally anything, almost like TaskRabbit, but it's very local. And I know that they've set the Runner City, I think is what it's called, but they set them up in different cities. And I think that they're taking it across the US. And I know that they were discussing a portion that is going to be for people who are sex workers to basically safely stay. That's not a hotel or somewhere that identifies and prohibits sex workers. It's literally like people with garage apartments they rent out, or Airbnbs that are unbooked, and then they can book under that, if that makes sense. If you want to message me and tell me what city you're in, I can see if one of those exists or if they're going to set up Runner City there. Because I wonder if that would help. I've been talking to a lot of sex workers on Reddit, and people have written to me since we started talking about Lisk, and some that I reached out to about an app idea I was working on for safety. I think it can be used for like realtors, sex workers, kind of anybody who is operating in a dangerous environment. Because I'm one of those people, I'm like, I'm not gonna expect a kid to have abstinence. Give them a fucking condom. Just be safe, you know? And like, I don't think that a lot of I think that the sex workers who are doing it by choice, you know, I don't think it's fair to put them in a dangerous situation to teach them a lesson. You know what I mean? They're already in a dangerous situation. So I think that it would just be cool to have a way to keep tabs without having to worry about, you know, some other fuckers banging on your door trying to make you choose up or some shit. You know what I mean? I just think that there are safer precautions and SOS things that could be added, a little black book, if you will, for women to share, you know, clients that freak them out. And I know that they used to exist, but it got taken over by the FBI. And I think that a shareable app would be very helpful. Yes, Desert Moon. I am too. Oh my God. And I went to college there, and everybody I know fucking was related. His parents wrote a book. His mother died a month before he was found. Oh my God. So, but this is your cousin, right? So he was found alive? That's fucking amazing. It's my husband's money. Shh. I did nothing, Notorious. Okay, good. You didn't do anything. I believe you. Never been to San Antonio. It's nice. I love it. It's the home of Fiesta. You should order a custom template and print evil potato hats. Oh my God. Evil potato. I've got some stickers in the works. I have my cousin is very, very brilliant and talented, and I like to make art. So we were just doodling the other day. What do you guys think of the cover of this video? The thumbnail. You check it out later and tell me what you think, because I think that would be a funny sticker. You're a retired teacher now. I'd love to hear your stories, Claudia. Petty got $100 from Michigan and California from the Treasury. Yeah. It's crazy, right? A lot of people were like, holy shit, I got a landlord that owed me $200 for overcharging me on some fucked up carpet in 1987. I'm like, oh my gosh. I do. I do. And actually, I was going to talk about the membership tiers, but you guys know what you signed up for. I'm going to be starting to, oh my God, I'm going to start posting the things that are promised in the tiers in the coming week or two. That includes, I told y'all I was going to exploit my dog. I am going to post like some random comedy stuff. There's going to be a couple of interviews. I'm going to have an Excel spreadsheet up for you guys with a whole bunch of OSINT tips and tutorials that we're going to build on so that you kind of have your own guide. And yeah, that's pretty, like, those options are going to be up there. But as far as comedy stuff that's online, you got to find me. It's part of the deal. You got to learn OSINT so you can find me. No, but I'll post links to some stuff in the future. I've taken a lot down so that I can come out with an album, because typically with comedy, if you are recording a special, an album, anything like that, you want to take down anything that has bits in it that is going to be on that album, because you know, you want it to be fresh and new when it comes out. And a lot of us will spend a lot of time at open mics honing a bit, and then you go do a couple of showcases and shows, and you might feature, you might headline, you might host. You start putting those bits together. I'm more of a storyteller, so I kind of do like maybe 5 bits, and it takes me like an hour and a half. But there are people who do like 30 bits, you know, and you got to like stack them and put them together and figure out where they go. And then if you put out like a 5-minute video, or if somebody even worse records you and you're at an open mic and maybe it doesn't go well, that's kind of a nightmare situation, especially if it's something you're working on. But in that case, if it bombs and looks like shit, I'll just leave it, because then when you hear the album, it's like, oh shit, that was great. Like, I thought it was going to suck and it was awesome. But if you put it up and it goes well, then you're just kind of spoiling it. So I was going through what was up and taking out the ones that have like even a little aside or a little bit that I plan on putting in there. And what sucks is like a couple of them are decent videos I want to leave up, but they have one specific bit that I'm like, oh, and I can't edit it out because it's like in the middle or something. So yeah, I just took them all down temporarily, but there's some that are up. There's one from Moon Tower from the day after I got my ass beat. That's a short one. That's out there, but I'll post some in the thing. We'll have a goofy night where it's all funny stuff, and then I'll post some links for you guys. Y'all can snort and fart and laugh at your dad. You're born in 76. All you young little babies. I'm getting $125 back from the state of California. Woo! Welcome on the tombstones. Love you guys. You saw Goat Yoga on 90 Day Fiance? His name was Kyle, says Claudia. We're going to have to, if we get to it tonight, we're going to do a call. I really want to devote like a 3-hour call in, but I kind of want to do it when your Auntie Deb's here or when your Uncle Alex is here because I want y'all to have other people to ask questions to. But if I'm going to be the True Crime Frasier, your dad is going to have to start getting that phone line going a little earlier. So I'm going to try to get through all this. I live in the town with the oldest rodeo in the USA. Ooh, rodeos are kind of fun. I'm not going to lie. I love rodeos, but they're also kind of fucked up. Sometimes you see some shit and you're like, wow, that boy got kicked in the head and changed for life. And then they played Keith, whatever, Toby Keith. And everybody just forgot it. Yeah, Zelker. I've heard a lot of crazy shit's been going down there and at Barton lately. I'm a little scared. Okay, Liz, I gotta go to the very end. This is I took too long and I gotta get here. Anye, Patrick. Oh my God, 5 memberships. You're gonna get 5 entries. Okay. And I should take y'all's advice and do that wheel thing for the next time. But this is fun. This is fun, isn't it? We're going to watch something. Duty Ron texted me today and told me there was a news with Lisk regarding sex workers. And what was interesting is I'd seen that, but it was like a rumor. Like it was somebody like, I heard a rumor from a cop friend and people were like, you douchebag, you're joking. Fuck you. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And everybody on Reddit went nuts. And then it turns out what that person posted was dead ass, is dead ace. It made me go, huh? Interesting. I will follow the rest of their posts. And that's something that I highly recommend. If you're ever on Reddit and you see somebody make a prediction or say, I got an inside guy, and everybody calls them a douchebag or tells them that they aren't badass, and then the next day, the news breaks and it turns out everybody's eating their fucking hat. That's when you want to go find that user who posted it and then hit follow. We don't need to know who they are, but they got some good info. Everybody wants to say, thank you so much. I don't know what Raffle said. Here's the thing. So Duty Ron texted me, and I had just seen something brief about it. I saw the thing that was on Reddit. When Sir Ronald messaged me, I said, ooh, that felt weird. Sir Ronald. No, he's Duty Ron. I was immediately like, oh shit, so this is for real. And then I glanced at it and then I had to get up on the stage. So I haven't really gotten to see much. I wanted to look it over with you guys. Minu donkeys. I don't know what you're talking about, but I love the idea of little donkeys. You talk about tiny donkeys? How tiny? How little? Can you ride the mini donkeys? Add them. That's me with mini donkeys. Were y'all here when we talked about donkey basketball? It's a big thing in the South. I saw a poodle moth in what are we all? I missed a lot. You guys are talking about some real cute shit. Your dad was not prepared. That is super cute. You guys thank your sister Anya for buying you 5 memberships. If you got the membership, it was probably from her. So here's what we're going to do. I want to talk about this stuff. I want to get this out of the way so maybe I can have time to talk to you guys. Let's do this. So we've got this whole situation going on with the raffle. I've got everything separated into piles. We have a good amount of fucking nats. We have a good amount of names. Actually, before we get to the rec stuff, I want to show you guys something hilarious on Twitter because a lot of you might be here because of the Karen Reed stuff, right? I've got my dog's heart guard box propping up my microphone because it's all fucked up. Who is mom? Well, your mother left to get cigarettes and never came back. And your dad has a boyfriend now. Our life is very fucked up, Claudia. Welcome to the cult. You're in a cult. You didn't read the fine print, but that's okay. Don't worry. We love you, and we're a good cult. We have Snarkleberry Kool-Aid. Dad has a boyfriend. Mini donkeys are very sweet, and we embrace everybody. Yes, Kraken Studio, the real booty is mom. You're all mom. You're self-moderating as well, by the way. I don't know if you knew this. You have a lot of responsibilities immediately piled upon you, Claudia, but it's good. It functions if it works if you work it. One of those responsibilities is to self-moderate. The other is to love your sisters and brothers. The third is to yeah, you are probably it doesn't matter if you're older than us. You're young at heart, honey. And that's how we raised you. Listen. This is a chance for you to just be a kid. Have fun, watch, kick back. If we're talking about some deep shit, you know, it's not going to be fun. At that point, it's going to be like, come on, let's slip out of kayfabe. We're all adults. We can handle this. But when we're just goofing, we're just having a laugh, we're just talking to each other, that's when the real shit comes out. That's when we see how tight our scrunchies are. You feel me, girl? You're always welcome here. And I've had people tell me, hey, listen, I have Tourette's, and I might scream fuck. So I'm scared of coming on the air. And I'm like, scream fuck, honey. If you need to say the C word, say it. If you don't like the C word, say C unit. If you want to call me, your dad, a piece of shit fucking asshole and shadow box at me on camera in a split screen next to me, I'm open to it. I want you kids to get your rage out. I am your personal personified rage room. Do you understand? I'd never seen on a teacup. I think what you mean is you've never seen a teacup pig, and they are so fucking cute. So fucking cute. Yes, only abused and neglected kids can self-moderate as good as we do. And you guys do a great job. I've literally only had 2 people piss me off in chat. And then I talked to them through email, and we were cool. Like, we're cool now. They could still be here. There's one named TJ who said, I'm out. And I was like, bye. And then that was it. There's another woman who did not like the cussing. She goes, there's cussing. Bye. Not for me today. And I was just like, hey, if you don't like that, I'm sorry. I cuss a lot. I'm not going to promise not to, because that will probably accidentally, and then that'll fuck you over pretty bad. But if you want, I said something like that. Like, basically, like, I'm not for everybody, I'm not your cup of tea. This isn't how I operate. But I know someone who doesn't cuss and does true crime stuff, and they're very, very good. And I think that they would be your cup of tea. And her name's Melanie Little, and she's great, and you should check her out. And I think she liked it and went and checked out Melanie, and that rules. So I'm like Progressive Insurance. Listen, if I can't get you the quote you need, I'll fucking find someone who will. I just want you kids to be happy. Since I birthed you from my testosterone-filled loins, I've wanted you to be happy. That's okay, says Claudia. I need new friends. I wasn't allowed to be a teenager. I think I found my people. Good. Well, not good that you weren't allowed to be a teenager, but good that you found your people. I think a lot of people, I think you can go too far with it sometimes and be a little Michael Jackson-y. And it's like, okay, well, I get it that you love your childhood, but you literally own a ranch with a carousel. What's going on here? You can go a little Mariah, which is it's not as deep as Michael, but it's like, I'm putting out an album about butterflies and I'm going to pretend I'm a rainbow. And it's like, okay, well, that's a little weird, but I get it. You can get to that Mariah level. You know what album I'm talking about, like the 2002 one? That's fine. We want you to border and closely walk the line between insanity and a happy childhood. So as long as it doesn't get too weird and we're not hanging out with kids, by all means. I like collectors. I used to think furries were weird as fuck. I met a furry and she explained to me it's not all sexual. A lot of it is autistic kids who love anime. And I said, I love autistic kids who love anime. So now I like furries. We're all about also adjusting. I think, right, Cole? Is that what we're about? We're about adjusting to new information. Trying not to be reactive. Trying to welcome people. Sometimes people make mistakes and say mean things to each other in chat. And then we go, nah, you shouldn't say that. And here's why. And then they say sorry. And then everybody's fine. And then people go, that's okay. It's very thumpery, if you will. If you got something, and if you got something mean to say it behind people's back. Have the respect to say it behind their back. It's not our business what people think of us. You know what I mean? I think that it's more respectful to talk shit behind my back. Do not say it to my face. I don't want to hear it. It'll make me cry. Don't. So, and if you do say it to my face, then I'm probably going to want to talk about it So like now we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to engage. You're gonna have to be around me more. And usually that kind of ends it. So I think we're good self-monitoring. Maybe we're all in denial. Maybe we're in denial. Paul must be in such denial. Grief does weird things. Yeah, man. What do you guys think of that interview? It was hard to see. Yes, she is our baby sister. Everyone take care. Whoever the newest member of the cult is your baby sister and you have to take care. Or baby brother. Really great place. Yes, that is wicked funny and wicked smart. I'm so smart because I drink the water in Texas. No, you're not the oldest. We have someone in here who's damn near bordering on 80, I believe. She's hilarious. I email back and forth with her and she tells me funny stories. I've said it before. I don't like people say boomer as a bad thing. I think it can be good and bad, just like bless your heart. I've said it before. Some people, boomer can be a good thing. Like, damn, you're a boomer, you know some shit. And then it can be like, boomer, like the way Karen can be bad or good. You know what I mean? But I think that people in that boomer era and above it, Vietnam War vets, people have seen some shit. I got a 90-year-old dude, my dog's ex-owner. I go visit him every 2 weeks, every week. Take my dog there to go visit his old people. We're friends now, dude. I love hearing his stories. Like, fucking the world used to be crazy. He's 90, dude. He used to set up at a gun show next to David Koresh in Waco when Koresh was a kid. The story, holy shit, dude. Older people have really good stories. Yeah, and here's the thing, like, I'll talk shit about politicians all day. I don't like any of them, but let's be honest, like, I don't think Biden's that bad. He's just a guy who says weird shit sometimes about popcorn. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, is he too old to be president? Yes, probably. Like, is he a little fucking loose in the brain? Yeah, probably. But he's not hateful, so thank fucking Christ. You know? You can be ignorant or senile as long as you're nice, And if you're not nice, maybe you've lived on long enough you get to be mean, but you shouldn't be president. And it's not ageist. It's just like, let's be real. I don't want my president to like get really sick or like pass out or have to like carry the weight of the world on your shoulders when you're fucking damn near 80. Like that's gotta suck. Yeah, he did forget that. He did. Paul did some shit and she paid his way out, Yeah, he was doing like lally clearing his throat, hiding the denial in his trachea. Yeah, I love that word trachea. I think that boomers, like people who are baby boomers, you know what I mean? They're in the baby boomer era. They're above Generation X. They had they had like a whole new era of situations with taxes, changes in the market, changes in the job structure, women being allowed to take on corporate roles came a bit later, I believe. There's just like a lot in that generation that is so fucking wildly different from now. We were talking about that in my communications class, that there's this huge bridge above millennial and Gen X that goes Z to boomer that's like completely different fucking worlds. And it's got to be really weird living among each other and not having any of this, like the technology, everything is different. The words, everything, the vocabulary, everything about those generations, absolute opposites, and to coexist. And I don't know. I think that sometimes people forget that, like, your people and Mima's a boomer. And when they remember that, it's like, oh, there's others out there. I think that when people like I think people shouldn't meet each other over like Facebook and social media if there's like a huge gap, unless they can do it like face to face, really. Like the whole chatting thing, the tone, it just fucks up. Like I use all caps to be funny, but some people will put it to yeller because they don't know. And that alone can change the tone of a whole thing and fuck everybody up. But yeah, anyway, wait, I saw Speed Skater. Sorry, I'm trying to go catch everything, but there's just a lot. A 92-year-old Speed Skater. Yeah, damn. Yeah, something is off. He's far from perfect. Couldn't watch the whole thing. I don't know what we're talking. Oh, the Paul thing. Yeah. Somebody's age is the fact that he has dementia. I think that they both do, and that's what's terrifying. In fact, I have no doubt that they both do. Like they both have, at least they're exhibiting severe symptoms of onset. One is being a maniacal sumbitch rage. I mean, Andy's a rapist, and then the other one is just babbling. I mean, he was babbling about popcorn at the pool years ago, and he's just like, okay, if you ain't if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. So it's like now it's the question of who are you more scared of? Fuck. You know, do you want a child driving the car or do you want someone who is hell bent on crashing the car driving the car? Like they're both probably going to crash it, but like which one do you want? I don't like that choice. I just think it's terrible. It's just fucking wild to me, dude. But anyway, I don't want to bum everyone out with politics. Love being here. I'm a boomer. They can just chill here and laugh and learn new things with my cult family. Emmett Nemesis, thank you. I'm curious, what do you think, Emmett, about like what's the fucking weirdest thing to you? Because I've met women who got out of prison after being in there 10 years and then got exonerated who said that the differences in society that they noticed were, you know, when they went in, it was Destiny's Child. When they came out, it was Beyonce. When they went in, people didn't have cell phones. And when they came out of jail, everyone's looking down. They said that was the biggest thing they noticed. Everyone's looking down. They couldn't figure out why. It's because of the phones. It's just so different. Like, is there something that you remember growing up that just, it like that was so fucking hard and now it's so fucking easy? And also, I'm curious, was there anything that you had growing up that you missed that you think would make life easier now? I'm very, very interested in what older people think of the younger generation and vice versa. Very fascinated. Colt cover Ned. Yeah, and I loved some of the boomer sitcoms, dude. Like Archie, Bunker, and fucking Edith. Fuck. Who'd you want to punch? Oh, Paul. Yeah, so with Paul, man, it's hard because it was interesting hearing some of the stuff he said. Right? He said that you know, Karen called his wife and said that stuff, and he did say that she was smirking at him, but I never saw her smirk at him really. Maybe one, but we couldn't see her face, you know, so maybe she did, and that's why we didn't see it because she would have had her head turned. But I didn't notice that. I noticed her staring straight ahead, trying to avoid him and Jenn Mccabe staring a fucking alien laser beam into her head. It was crazy. I don't know. There were things that he said were wrong. And actually, I'm glad you said that, Little Miss Madhead. No, they are not. Gone are the days of cassettes. Oh no. Here's a little secret about your dad. I have a fuckload of brand new, shiny, cool ass cassette tapes that I record stuff on, and I make merch for comedy stuff with them. So I ordered some, and I've got gold and I've got rose gold. And I have a merch idea that I think if I do any merch for you guys, I want it to be something special and authentic and different and cool. And I kind of wanted to incorporate you because you make this channel. I fucking love talking to y'all. I would have nothing to talk about if I wasn't reading your comments. So here's what I was thinking, and you tell me what you think. I'm gonna have to skip to the bottom for this because I want to see your response. What do you think about? Oh wait, but I did want to see what Emmett said. Let me go up. I don't know if he responded yet. I'll find it later. I read through all the chat later. I get all of your, I read everything you say. Okay. So here's what I was thinking. I love, and yes, death stares. It's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, you burned your bras, Valerie. Like, you know, people can talk a lot of shit about, oh, boomers are so late. It's like, motherfuckers, you don't even know. Like, they burned their fucking bra. They went braless, tits out. There wasn't Woodstock. Wasn't that you guys? Goddamn. No, he's not. Paul isn't a cop. He just looks like he should be. And that's not an insult. He just has a hard ass stare. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. You have cassette records and DVDs and massive. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of shit like that. Now I realize not everybody else has. And yes, mixtapes were the best. I remember making a Dashboard Confessional mixtape. Yes, Woodstock. Man, you guys fuck shit up. Y'all had Santana before Rob Thomas. Like, holy shit. Y'all had Wicked Lester. And then there was Kiss. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Yeah, everybody, you guys took brown acid. Like, y'all were fucking nuts. It's really funny. It's really funny to see people scared to take. I mean, okay, listen. Y'all know how I feel about Big Pharma, but also I'm not like an anti-vaxxer. I have no opinion on that. It depends on your body, right? I've said that before. It just depends on you, who you are. But how funny is it how many people got really pissed off about the vaccine and then they were fucking taking the brown acid back in the day? It's like, y'all, do we got to put it in LSD tapes and play the Beatles? Is that what we need to do? You walk around and when I see everyone talking. Yes. I love you guys. You're the best. Technically, Italy, but they have their own identity and contentious history in Sardinia. I love the word Sardinia and I love sardines, and I don't know if they're related, but yeah, acid on paper square. Y'all are tough as shit. Y'all are scary as shit too. Like, y'all live forever, and that's sick as fuck. What was it? As far as I know, there was a lot of lead in the paint. So, like, are y'all just like, did the lead make you lead? What's going on here? It's good, you know, but y'all put up with some shit. Some of y'all had cars like Studebaker's pre-seatbelt where the baby's in the metal thing. Some of you were in that metal thing, fucking getting flung around at every fucking bump in the road. I'm a baby burner. No way. I sat here like, wait, what? Are you? You're a baby boomer. You're a little baby boomer. And also, it's so funny because it's like supposed to represent the older generation. It has the word baby in it. You little baby boomer. Love of my life was a boomer. Dude, I knew a girl who was doing that sugar daddy stuff. I didn't know she was. I found out later, and she was telling me how she's like, yeah, like boomers hold the door for you. And I was like, girl, chill. But she was like talking about how she loves that generation because of how what's the word? Chivalrous. The men are. And I do think there's something to that. I'm not saying, I know Chris Noth might not be in that range, but remember when he wanted to beat the shit out of the Russian guy on Sex and the City because he accidentally popped off and slapped Carrie? There's something there. There's something going on there with that. I get it. Yeah, y'all drank from the hose. I drank from the hose too, but that's because we were poor. But also, hose water tastes good. It tastes better than normal tap water, right? There's something about it. Is it the bugs that climb up inside the hose? What's going on? Why does it taste good? My uncle has done so many drugs, but thought that, yeah. I mean, shit, there's people out there taking fentanyl and opioids who won't touch it. And it's like, do we got to mix them? What's going on here? Like, it's some people, I mean, obviously they have to, but also you have to remember a lot of people who have, what is it called? Immunodeficiencies are the ones who have to take those pain pills. And then they also are told, don't take the vaccine if you have an immunodeficiency, so they can't. So it's kind of a fucked up backwards catch-22 there. What I do miss is the way, oh, here we go. Yes, answer. What I do miss is the way we as kids could go outside and spend all day in and come in when the streetlights came on. You kids can't do that these days. They get taken or killed as, yeah, dude. That's such a good point. We were just talking about that the other day when my friend Michael was on here. We were talking about the Heidi Seaman case. That was the case that when that happened, no more outside. Like, we had to go play in the backyard because somebody was snatching kids up in their neighborhoods because it happened to her. But it wasn't just her. There was another girl that same week. And so then it was like, no one could go outside. And then there was the kid from the show The Imposter, or the movie The Imposter. That was real. That was in San Antonio. And my buddy Michael played on that basketball court. When that happened, kids were like, their parents were like, nope, you can't. It's so bad now. Like, I mean, shit, even Jacob Wetterling, what was that, the 70s, right? He was on his bike. All the kids in the, is it the Midwest technically? I guess the Western Midwest. That whole area getting the paper boys and the kids that are doing delivery jobs and like 10-year-olds doing fucking jobs, like hard jobs, riding around town, making sure everyone gets their news, getting just took. And it's so crazy to think that there wasn't really very many resources till the 70s for parents of missing kids. There was no protocol until they invented the milk carton. Yeah, there were blotters, Percocet, which we've talked about that. You can go in the newspaper and look up police reports from back then. A lot of people are like, oh, I wish we knew what was going on in the area. It was printed in the paper. That's how crazy that was. You didn't have Broadcastify. You had it printed in the paper. I love acid citrus. That's it. That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail. I mean, and I'm sitting there thinking, God, acid would suck. Like right now, oh my God, and like it's so hot outside. The news is crazy. Everyone's fucking having a rough time. Like, I don't want to take acid. Dude, life is a Sharknado already. I don't need to be all fucked up in the middle of it doing this. I got gnats around me naturally. I don't need to grab at things that aren't there. But you guys did it willy-nilly. You were like, oh shit, yeah, man, here we go. And then you fucking played in the mud and watched Santana. It's crazy. Oh yeah, back on the subject of cassettes. I kept my cassettes, but I can't find them now. Really bummed about that. And I purposefully kept hold on a second. Patroness. I might be getting at you this week. I have your email. I might have a Milli Vanilli cassette for you. I'm not even kidding. I have a fuckload of cassettes. And I have some dupes. My old cassette collection, my original one with like Slippery When Wet and the Bangles and like my Susie Sue and the Banshees. I even had like a TSOL cassette and then Kiss, of course, and Vixen. Runaways, a bunch of that shit got stolen. But I revamped it. I got some more. I have a shitload of dupes. I'd be able to get you that Milli Vanilli. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah. That shit fucked me up too, Crystal. Oh my God. We would go to the mall because we met a weirdo on AOL. And then you get there and it would not be the person you thought it was. I remember hiding in an Old Navy. Don't tell my mom. What happened to the GoFundMe money for Officer John O'Keefe's adopted children? It probably went to them. I mean, here's one thing. A lot of these families, especially, this is a really shitty lipstick. I highly regret it. What is hanging off? You guys, I got this peel lipstick that's supposed to dry and then you can peel it off and it is just the worst shit. Don't ever get that. Anyway, yeah, asbestos. That's what made y'all so strong. It did, you know. I told you how Michael's brother and him used to throw tortillas on the ground and make the baby eat it to build up his immune system. You guys had fucking asbestos and lead. That's crazy. And then you took acid voluntarily. Goddamn. Yeah, so here's the thing, Margaret. So I personally look at it like this. That family, they look like they have a good amount of money. Anybody who can afford, I looked at the mortgages in that area, how much a house cost. Like, if they can afford that, they're going to be okay. But people did set up a fund for them. Typically what happens when it's the kids is that money will be taken out by the adults and just put in a trust fund. And I think that considering they weren't even coming out to like speak on the case because they couldn't, because they're grieving and they're going through all this shit, I don't think they ever were like, oh, we should stop and explain to the public what we did with this GoFundMe. I think they just put it in their bank for the kids. I'm not too worried about it. Like I'm one of those people, I don't need, like, listen, if I give a homeless person $1, what they choose to spend it on at that point, that's up to them. Now, if I found out that I donated $5,000 to a GoFundMe and it was a fake person in another country pretending to be so, that's different. But if it's a family member or a friend of them, I say we should let's not assume the worst, you know? Those kids aren't going to be able to come out and answer. They're not going to likely answer, and nor should they, because it's their money. And again, never tell people how much money you have. So I don't know. But I don't think that they are the types to do anything like bad with it, right? I mean, unless some fucking psycho from if Grant owns the GoFundMe, then let's go kick down the door of the Treasury because I have questions. But yeah, I'm very curious about a couple of things that I saw. Hold on, I gotta go all the way down. Oh my gosh. You guys have so much important and good stuff to say, and I want to say it all, but we don't have time. Okay. Yeah, back in my day, I love that. I kind of love saying that now. Yeah, we had bad trips when bad vibes are bad vibes. Can't have the bad vibes. Jenn Mccabe's right behind you. Could you imagine being on acid and then Jenn Mccabe just stares at you like that? That's another reason why you shouldn't do acid today. It has nothing to do with the fentanyl. It's imagine you accidentally turn on the Karen Reed trial and Jenn Mccabe is fucking staring at you like she was. That's just going to ruin your whole month, dude. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it. John O'Keefe probably had life. Yeah, he probably had life insurance. I mean, he had a police pension, which I think goes to family members. I can ask Duty Ron. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. But really, think about that. Yeah, okay. I trip on her too without as I look at her and I'm like, oh shit. Like it scares the shit out of me. I made it. I'm sorry your dad had to punish you guys the other day and make you stare at Jenn Mccabe for 5 minutes. But it was a form of self-punishment that your dad was willing to put himself through too, to teach you guys how strong we can be. Did anyone else's parents expose them to Babe. Babe. Did your mom ever purposefully expose you to chickenpox?
Yeah, she had it in this big glass vial and it doused me in it. No, I got chickenpox like 4 times.
Did you hear that? She had it in a glass vial and just doused him with the pox. No, he did get chickenpox a lot. He got it like 4 times. I think you're only supposed to have it once. Your dad's boyfriend. He's had the rough life. He's had 4 rounds of chickenpox. Yeah, there's a lot of people on fentanyl for pain. But there's people who abuse it.
My mom was against that chickenpox party people.
She was against it?
She thought it was weird.
Yeah, it is weird. You're talking about the chickenpox party people. He said his mom was against it. Weird. My parents were like, hell no, we don't want her to itch. And then I went to Laredo to my aunt's and I got it immediately. Like, just, I don't even know what I was doing. I just remember I had them everywhere. And it was just one time. It was terrible. I got them in my nose. I remember that was awful, dude. So you heard of the devil's itch? Where it like itches inside you when you get a bad sunburn? I learned about that in the last few years. That's fucking crazy. They don't make music. Oh, yeah. So I forgot to tell you guys. Okay, so here's the cassette thing. I think that we should I'm going to try to do a thing where we're going to have a couple of episodes when we get deeper into Apology Line, which we're going to do. For those of you who don't know, we've been kind of listening and going over old outtakes from a radio show called The Apology Line. I'll actually play you some right now to catch anybody up. 2's in the chat if you don't know or recall Apology Line. Fanny itch is very funny. You had fanny itch. Adam says he's too old for that shit. Patronus says you got chicken. So that's another thing. Chickenpox parties were totally normal, I guess, a long time ago. And then they became crazy. No, don't do that. And now they're making a comeback. I don't understand. I don't understand fashion and I don't understand chickenpox parties. I got it 2 to 3 times the first time I had chickenpox internally. That's you get the devil's itch with that, right? That's where it like itches from your butthole up to your throat. My mom may get sent right. I did it with my son. Oh shit. So is it like just to get it over with, right? Oh wow. Damn, dude. If I was a kid though, and my mom was like, this is for her own good, and then made me get chicken pox, I'd be like, I don't trust you, mom. Damn, why'd you do that to me, mom? Like, I would have some serious trust issues because that's fucked up. That's like, think about it. Chicken pox isn't that kind of like giving someone crabs or something? Like, this is just fucked up. If a boyfriend did it to you, you'd be pissed. So 2, wait, what did I ask? Yeah, 2, 2's in the chat if you don't know about the apology line, right? Is that what I said? I'm getting so tired. Mumps. I just like the one word responses. Mumps. No, lady, I fucking hate gnats. Yeah, me too. They piss me off. I built a fortress, says Mosquito. I love these. I'm gonna make stickers for all of you. I had chickenpox twice. I had it so bad my eye was full and closed. It was on the underside of my eyelid. And they were my nose and throat. Yes, that was pretty much similar to my experience. Hello, Gothic Brie. By the way, if you guys don't know, we're doing a giveaway. Well, a raffle giveaway. So anybody who donates, where is it? Because your date's raising money to help a friend who's having a rough time, a rough go of life. They wish to remain anonymous, but you wouldn't know them anyway because they don't use YouTube. So what I'm doing is anybody who becomes a member on any tier or sends any super stickers, any super chats, any of that shit, basically anything through the YouTube platform, your name, I'm gonna write it down, and your name's gonna get put in this bag, and you're gonna get this bumper sticker if your name is pulled. Okay, you remember this? It's very funny, and I can write Canton on it for you if you'd like. Okay, So that's if you send anything or become a member. Just become a member. It's 99 cents. It's the cheapest way to do it, right? So you're going to get this. And I'm also going to include like cue cards with a little sticker pack with shit like King of the Hill and a New Kids on the Block card and Squid Game, things like that. Cool stickers. Then we're going to do a quiz at the end of the live. And whoever's the first to get it right gets a scrunchie. John Ray themed, of course. It doesn't look mauve, but it's like a purplish mauve. It's very light. Then anybody who donates anything, any amount, 50 cents, 25 cents, whatever the minimum is, up to whatever the max you want, via Cash App or PayPal during the stream, your name's going to get put in the bag to win this. See what that is? It's a Mark Jackson card. And in the background is the Menendez brothers. This was their alibi, remember? Oh, we couldn't have done it. We were at the basketball game. Well, how do we know you were at the basketball game? Because I'm on the fucking rookie card. Well, turns out they killed him before they went to the basketball game. So, and that is a very near mint condition. I haven't gotten it graded. I'm leaving it for you to get graded, but it's the best version of the card I have. So, that's how much I love my friend. If she ever fucking doubts it, I'm going to make her watch this whole fucking thing where I'm just talking to you guys. So, yeah, we're doing that. So, if you, and I'm going to, towards the end, when we start watching the video that I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through and sort them and make sure everybody's correct. Shingle shots, liquor, not needles. I don't know what that means, but I love that for you. And I think I get what you mean. Yeah, that scrunchie is mine, bitches. Back the fuck off, says Adam. Adam, we got to get your ass spark plug. Is that what you need? I'm going to go back and watch your video in a little bit and find out. I'll find out. Hey, Merry Christmas. I love you guys. Y'all are fucking weird, and I like it. What are you, fucking birds? You're big fucking birds. Hey, Tiff, I just remember my cousin home from high school when we play together when we take a bath. Can't ask my mom with the dots were, oh God, that's the scariest. When it's two kids and you're just in your Chinese and you're like, Mom, and then you've got fucking dots all over you. Ah, that's so scary. Cult Covern. You're in a cult Covern. I will get shirts. In fact, I talked to a shirt guy tonight that makes your dad's boyfriend's merch shirts. He actually does this really cool shit. Every single shirt is custom. He's kind of like semi-famous in the tie-dye shirt industry for festivals and stuff. And he's here in Austin. He was at the comedy show and your daddy knows him pretty well. And we were talking about shirts. I just want to get shirts for comedy or my music stuff. But now it's like, shit, the scrunchy vibe is happening. I kind of like it. It would be super funny to have that. So I'm thinking shirts. I'm so glad you got me back on track too. By the way, Claudia, thank you. Your baby sister, Claudia, has good ideas. We need to keep her in this cult. Patronus Glow, thank you. I'm going to watch Harry Potter for you, I think. You're going to go. And now your name's getting put in the mix again, buddy. Ooh, Patronus, that is favorite. Don't tell the others. Here we go. All right. Yeah, Adam reminds us of all of our dads. Hold on. I dropped. Oh my gosh. Mookies, are you okay? Oh my God. Everything went to shit. Are you okay? Hold on. Sorry. I bumped my dog and he yipped like he got murdered. Let me pet him. Are you okay? Oh no. Are you okay? Oh, mommy touched you. When you were sleeping, you got scared. You want to say hi to everyone? Do you want to say hi to your family? So you guys want to see the Mookies? Patronus Glow, this is for you. Also, Bun Bun and Jax. Oh shit, I gotta write this down. Hold on, before I forget, I'm gonna write down Bun Bun and Jax. This is kind of fun though. You guys get to wait while I write things. It's like the 90s. Bun Bun, thank you. And look, if the little Mookies will let me pick him up, my little baby Hoogan, you're about to see some dog. You're about to see. He got that dog in him. He ain't got no quit, y'all. Oh, you just have little eyeballs. I don't even know your name on here. Tell me your name, please. Member. I'm going to put 2 dots and put member. I'll member you. You got member berries for your picture? This is genius. Okay, hold on. I'm going to see if I can get. Let me get your sweet little baby nephew. Your little baby brother. Your God, if you will. Hold on. Come here. Come here. You say hi to everybody. Oh, you're so lazy. Okay, ready? I got you. Whee! Hold on, honey. Say hi. Say hi to your family. Tell them thank you so much for the treats. Say I was asleep. What's on your eye? No, this eye. Oh, I got, ew. Oh, gross. Oh, you're smiling for everyone? Tell them hello. Say, what are you thinking? You giving them kisses? Are you giving them puppy kisses? You're such a good little boy. What do you think, Hoogan? You think you could be a professional? You want to be a little DJ? Guys, this is your baby brother. He's totally loving this. Oh my God, look at him smiling. He's just watching the chat go down. I have a feeling he's gonna freak out soon. Sure as I will put 5 in under your name. Isn't he so happy to see you guys? Give him kisses. You want to give him new kisses? Say thank you for the treats, everybody. Thank you for helping me with my itchy butt. Thank you. I love you. Ooh. Oh, did he? I think he heard some cheese open. Oh, he heard cheese. Is there cheese? Did Daddy have bacons? You want to go? You want to go? Do you want some turkey bacon steaks? Oh, you do. Give him more kisses. Give him more kisses. Okay. Okay, big man. Say bye to everybody. Say bye. Oh, look at that paw. Hello. Okay. Oh, I never want to take you off camera. You're so perfect. You're so good at it. You want to be my Robin Quivers? Do you want to be my Niles Crane? Then I'm not your dad. Then I'm your brother. Isn't he great? He loves you guys. He is fucking staring at y'all smile. Okay, he was ready. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Go on, honey. Go see your daddy. Go see your daddy's boyfriend. Sorry. I mislabeled. Nothing. Hey, can you give him a turkey bacon? He was so good on camera. Oh, come on. He deserves it. He hasn't had that much. You don't get the turkey bacon, little baby. Look, Diddy got you turkey bacons. Go get it. He got it for you, honey. Oh, they loved you. They said you're so cute. Oh, he's so good. Yeah, he's fucking crazy when he's ready to go. He's like, okay, let me go. He just immediately screams, help, and fucking dips. Sure as times 5. You're the best. Oh my God. I love you kids so much. All right. I think I got, and then we got that new member, but I don't know your name, friend. I'm just putting 2 dots. I think you know who you are if you win. Okay. I'm so excited to see what you guys thought of the Hoogan. I'm going to scroll up later. Okay. So I want to show you guys. Oh, yeah. Back on track. Okay. So I'm going to make cassettes. We're going to make our own apology line. The apology line, you used to only be able to hear it on the radio, or they came out with a couple of compilations of cassettes that had the different people doing their apologies, right? So what I was thinking is, for the sake of not like totally ripping them off, I was thinking of more of like a real world confessional. Hi, nerdy cat. Turkey bacons for Niles. Oh my God, he's got another nickname now, babe. He's Niles Crane. Oh my God, this is so great. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. He's gonna be so happy. I can't believe how much he was smiling at you guys. He was like, he like loves you. He usually can only do that for like 30 seconds, and he's like, I'm fucking done. But the chat was going, because I was scrolling it before, and my mouse was just making it go up, and he was just like, what the hell? I don't think he sees colors, though. I think he just sees blobs, or like gray blobs, but he was so happy. Okay. So, Nerdy Cat, you were in the running. All right. So the way the apology line worked was they would air it at a soon to be disclosed time and location, whatever. So it was just a line where people could call in and they could apologize anonymously and basically like confess to something. There's also post secrets where people would, send a postcard to a guy for an art project and just tell their secret anonymously. So what I was thinking is we could have a couple of lives in the future, or maybe not even alive. Maybe I'll just give you guys the number out starting like a week or two from now. And as we get more into the original apology line, I'll give you the number and I'll put it on voicemail. So you guys can call and just leave a voicemail. It'll be totally anonymous. Don't say your name, but you can say anything. It doesn't have to be apology. You could literally say anything. You could talk about anything you want. And I'll do it to where it gives you like, up to X amount of minutes. I'll figure it out. And what I want to do is, as long as you're okay with it being played back or put on a cassette tape, I'm going to take the best ones, maybe in a month or something, whenever we're done with the Henry series. And then I'm going to make you guys cassette tapes in the style of the old apology line. And by that, I mean, I mass produce cassettes. I have a whole bunch of them and I'm going to have gold. I have gold and rose gold. So I think that's what we're going to go with. And yeah, that'll be like our first merch along with maybe some stickers and some scrunchies. We'll do that. And then I think what I want to do is like maybe like pick a case through Othram or talk to one of the cold case families that are looking for private investigators, or maybe they're looking for a billboard, or maybe they need flyer money. Like we'll just find something to donate some of the proceeds to. I think that would be a great idea. And I understand that we don't all have cassette players, but if you are ever in a position where you have one, it would be a fun thing to, play. And then you get to hear each other say that. And they're going to be ones that have been aired before. So if you never get to hear your cassette, you've heard them before, on different episodes, probably. We'll figure it out. But I just think it would be really cool to have, you guys, and then maybe I'll put something special on there for you on the side B. And it'll be with the theme of it, Yeah, it's never too late to apologize. It doesn't even have to be an apology. You could just be like, sometimes I like to chew on my toenails, and then hang up. And then I'll fucking vomit, and then I'll put it on the cassette. It'll be fun. It'll be our own little secret. It'll just be your dad's boyfriend calling in to leave fart sounds. To fart. Doctor on call. You're going to get 5 fucking entries. Hell yeah. Listen. I love you guys. You're the best. Here's what we're going to do. So, Claudia, we don't talk about Summer Wells or Sebastian Rogers, not by choice. It's just, sorry, I hate this lipstick. I'm getting rid of it. It's like not peeling off. It looks crazy and I'm mad. So we don't talk about Sebastian Rogers or Summer Wells because your dad, oh, here we go. I look crazy. This is crazy. We're never doing peel off lipstick again. This is a big mistake. Big mistake, you guys. We don't talk about it because I just got on YouTube mainly to talk about like one case, and then it spiraled into insanity, and then somehow I ended up starting a cult. But there's a lot of unhinged people. Better, not the best, better. Normally I don't care, but that shit was like flaking off into my mouth. Sorry, guys. Oh, Hobie Holidays, you're in the raffle. Hello, welcome. We don't really talk about it because there's just a lot of unhinged motherfuckers already talking about it, bringing nothing to the table except grief for the family and harassing strangers and doxing. And I'm one of those people, if I don't have anything to add, or if I don't like know a lot about the case, or if it's not something that I have deep dived into, just like if you got nothing good to say or nothing to add that's of importance, don't say anything at all, right? So I don't really have anything to add. I just don't think he left the house. I don't know who's to blame for that. It seems a bit odd, but I'm not gonna. A lot of people have already said that, so like, I just kind of don't really see unless I can find, like, when they had that picture of him, that's when I said some shit, but it was mainly just me yelling at, nobody on Twitter, like just screaming onto my own Twitter, like, why the fuck are we believing this shit? This is not him. Like like anytime I see something that I can disprove using tech, boom, But I don't know with him. And with Summer Wells, I just did not know a lot about that case. I need to educate myself on that. So I try not to talk about it if I don't know anything about it. You know what I mean? Just be respectful, and just because I think some people will try. And by the way, thank you guys so much. I put all your names in. Happy holidays. You're in again. I'm gonna put times 10. You're all in here in this raffle. And I love that for you. And hopefully one of y'all is gonna get the bumper sticker, one's gonna get the Menendez card, Menendez alibi card. And then we're gonna give away that scrunchie when I ask the true crime quiz question. But let me put Happy back in again, and then we're gonna put Doctor on Call again. All right, so oh my god, is that Adam? Adam, you guys. Anyway, we're gonna get cassettes. It's gonna be great. We're gonna get scrunchies. Your dad has to hurry up and write these. Adam, thank you so much. You fucking bird. You're a fucking bird. But Summer Wells, I know that Duty Ron and your Uncle Ed are really into. I might get him to give me a crash course in it. I just know that like that dad's a fucking son of a bitch, right? Isn't that true? Happy holidays again. Ooh, I love you guys. Y'all are the best. Oh my god, you're doing so many great favors for so many great people, and you're just gonna make people so happy. Yeah, I don't think that the dad in Summer Wells is just fucked. And the fact that his wife or whatever she was willing to help and then like ignore that girl. That's all I know about it. What I saw in the after trial. I don't believe they found her yet, right? Like I need to learn more about it, but I am interested in her and Sebastian. I really wish that there was some sort of tech or something that was going on there. Like there was a way to trace it. Also, Adam, you're a fucking bird. You're a fucking bird, you big fucking bird. But anyway, Adam's a big fucking bird. You're in the drawing, Adam. Doctor on Call. Did anyone else believe that John's niece didn't want to leave Canton to live with him because of her school friends? LOL. I think it was because of him. Yeah, I don't know, because here's the thing, like when you're that young, it just kind of depends. Like, wasn't she going into high school? I think that can make a big difference. I don't know what school is like there, how many there are, if she had the option as far as redistricting goes. But I know that I guess if it's a high school, it would make a big deal, right? Where I come from, there was one school in the whole fucking county. So like that's it. That's all you get. I feel like, I mean, if they had to drive us to the other school, it would have been like a few more miles away, a bigger burden, no school bus. That's a problem, right? So I don't know. I don't know what her situation was. I had a hard time believing not really believing, but when he said like, you know, she felt like she hadn't been listened to because she was only 14 and that it was good for her to speak her truth. I'm a little curious about that because like we heard the testimony and it wasn't like that damning. It wasn't anything that felt like someone unburdening themselves, if you will, or speaking their truth. It was just basic questions, you know, like she was closer to the brother. Like, I don't feel like a kid would wait so long and be like, oh, this is my moment. And then just be like, oh, she was nicer to my brother. Like, it's just strange. The whole interview was a little weird. Not in a bad way, though. I mean, it was kind of normal in that he was grieving. He let us know, this is where I stand. He's like, listen, you know, I knew from that moment that this is what happened. Okay. So at that moment, when she said, you're probably never going to hear from me again, that's when John said she fucking did. Okay. So at that point, what was known? Well, we know what was known now. At least we think we do, based on what the defense was trying to prove. There wasn't really anything at that point, right? There wasn't even a cracked taillight yet. And that was after he blew her the kiss, supposedly, right? But the way he said that looked like it was sassy. So it seems like he was a little irritated with her before she said that to his wife, Erin. I think that Erin was probably way more upset than John was. And part of me thinks that the reason he said that in that interview was for Erin. Because let's be honest, you can believe it or not, but they both testified or at least everybody testified, and the defense attorneys did not dispute the fact that the last thing she said to Aaron was, "You're probably never going to hear from me again." It was very clear seeing Aaron on the stand that she was upset. That was her friend, and she was sad. She looked hurt. She said, "We talked every day. We were very close. We were damn near best friend." Like, if I had a damn near best friend that I enjoyed talking to, that was even semi-family at that point, and I spoke to them all the time, and I cared about them, and then they said, "This is the last time you'll hear from me," and then the next thing I know, they're in a court. Like, I think she's confused and hurt. I don't know that she even has an opinion really on who did it, but I could see Paul was doing that whole, what's it called? Type A thing, where it's like, and the last thing she said there, it was almost like him wanting to protect Aaron. And in a way, psychologically speaking, I can kind of see that too, because he's been shit on by everybody for mean mugging big time. We don't know if he naturally has a bitch face. I mean, I do. Sometimes I'm like, and I just look like I'm aghast, but really I'm just thinking about Teen Mom, you know, thinking about Janelle's crazy ass. So like, I don't know if he was like trying to be protective of Aaron to slip something in there that she wanted him to say on her behalf, or if he was kind of doing that as like making up for a feeling of like being emasculated by the public, being made, or almost like, what is it called? Like being masculine, like being called a, you know, she wants to beat up a woman, like being like overly hyped up as like a psycho, but also he was giving her psycho eyes. So it's a little confusing of a situation, but I know that they, you know, they lost someone they love, so they're going to lash out. Adam. For the baby Hoogan. Thank you, sir. Let me get you spark plugs. What size are they? Send Dad your spark plug size. When I gift, it seems to go into the archive. When others do it, what the fuck is it doing that for, Petty? I see yours. I've seen that you've gifted. I have a couple of entries for you. I'll put one more. Maybe I thought I missed one earlier, but I didn't know whose it was. And your dad had the dog up. Okay, hold on. Wait. Petty. I'm going to go back and check and make sure they line up when we watch something. Yeah, I agree with Kraken, actually. And thank you, Adam. And thank you for pointing that out to Petty. I think Aaron knows she didn't do it, but resigned for her family. Yeah. I get the feeling that Aaron's very torn. And that's another reason why she scolded him. Like, fucking stop that. She went Costco, Mom. Don't fucking embarrass me in Costco. Karen probably felt like since John passed, she no longer had a connection to anyone. Yeah. That's got to be weird too, right? You're the last person who saw your boyfriend. His whole family likes you. Y'all were hanging out with his weird friends that you don't really like that much. And fucking weird, creepy little Smeagol ass Jenn Mccabe. Oh, my precious, like fucking freak. She's probably like, shit, you know, this doesn't look good. She was probably saying this is the last time you'll see me because she was thinking like these people are going to fuck me. These people are going to frame me and make me look bad to them. So may as well say bye now. Or she could have just been drunk. When people are drunk and dramatic, I have friends who get religious. They're like, I'm sorry, God. They try to get resaved. They're so close to getting baptized if they had like one more White Claw, you know? So yeah, I can see people act fucking weird when they're drunk. Some people will like, I mean, your dad said I can't drink. And when I tried a little bit of Benadryl, Tussin, shit like that, 1 or 2 beers, your dad's climbing a tree, threatening government officials. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. Imagine if she was drunk, and he's wasted. Who fucking knows, man? She could have said, oh, God, you know what? I'll just fucking die. I'll just go die. You'll never see it. Like, you've seen drunk people do shit like that, right? No, let me out of the car in the middle of fucking traffic. I would go do that. Like, oh my God, girl. You got to be careful. I also suffer from resting bitch face. Got to be very careful. Adam does want that scrunchie. I'm at the point where I might just send him a fucking scrunchie. Anyway, I just had a slice of tomato go through a paper towel on my lap. That's fun. Wet tomato, huh? Are you making a tomato mayonnaise toast sandwich? That's a little boomer treat I learned. You have to have gifting enabled to receive a membership. I think I do, right? Or what? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. If you want to receive a membership, you have to enable your gifting, people. So you need to be open to accept gifts. Adam gifted a membership. Thank you, Adam. All right, guys. So we got to talk. I'm going to keep track of these, but your dad's getting off track. What are we like fucking? This is supposed to be a 30-minute to hour live. We're like, what, 2 hours in? I still have not gotten to the point. This is great. This is the show now. This is what it is. This is it. It's just me fucking talking to you guys about this shit. And I used to think it was meat mugging. Hello, Mosquito. Now you're going on the list. Okay. Here's where we are. Baptized Baphomet. All right, here's what we're gonna do. You ready for the test? You guys want to do the quiz now? We'll do it backwards. We'll do the quiz now. The quiz is for so some of you can go sleepies and still have a chance. All right. The quiz is for the scrunchie with the sticker. I mean, it looks like Adam's fucking ready. Okay, yes, please. All right. Do I know a chick named Lara who used to live in Austin? I know a couple of Laras. 2 are drag queens. You have to be more specific. All right, here's what we're going to do. You guys are really excited. I cannot tolerate alcohol. Tap that message box and 3 lines of the tap on button. Okay, let's keep going. So strange, but I thought you were green last night. Yeah, you were. No, guys, do we have to fight YouTube? All right, here's what we're going to do. This is just to win the scrunchie. I'm not sure how to enable gifts. I'm going to be honest with you, but if somebody knows, tell Deb. Tell Deb from Canada. She needs to know. Here's your true crime question. Okay? What was the name of the book that was co-written by John Wayne Gacy with Mendenhall that I mentioned a few weeks ago? What was the name of it? The Gacy book that got banned. There was only one copy in the Chicago Public Library. They were told you cannot profit off these crimes. Get rid of this book. And then eventually, the author Gallo Broke had to put a couple on Amazon. Your dad got a copy. It's extremely rare. It's a book by Gacy. Now, he is not the author. It is an autobiography. It's co-authored by him. They were trying to get around that loophole to not profit off the crimes. It is not called I Am a Fucking Clown, but that's funny. It's not Metamorphosis of a Criminal, Serenity, but I'm glad you said that. You're talking about Edward Wayne Edwards. It's not the Green Berets. Adam, this is your chance. And it's so rare that it might not pop up on Google. That's why I brought it up. But I did talk about it. Your dad has a copy. I showed it to you. And I want to get it in the hands of Bob from Bob and Allie. Or at least get... Oh! Bumba. Wait. Newt the Shoot got it. I'm sorry, Bumba. Newt the Shoot got it. We almost had a Steve Harvey moment. Newt the Shoot. Fall of the House of Gacy. Yep. The only authorized one by Helen J. Mendenhall. Yep. Oh, no. Adam was talking in the back of the class and missed it. Nut the Shut, Newt the Shoot. You're our winner for the scrunchie. You get the scrunchie. This is exciting. Congratulations, kiddo. Send me, email your dad. Here, I put my emails at the bottom. Email me, and I'm going to mail that for you the day after tomorrow. Okay? No, the cover is red. Now, what I would like to do, because it is insanely rare, I would like to scan it, get it in PDF form, in case Mendenhall ever kicks the bucket. But I'd like to get it in PDF form and send it to the Wayback Machine so they have a copy. Maybe try to make sure it's in the Library of Congress if it's not. Everybody congratulate your sibling. But what I'd like to do is I would like to get the PDF primarily in the hands of Bob, who's working on I think that's his name, right? Bob and Allie, who's working on the Casey's lawyer case. Yeah. Because I would like him to have this resource that pretty much no one has, that was stemmed from a lot of private interviews. I know his dad had interviews, right, with Casey. This guy did too. So, yeah. We're going to give you that scrunchie. And thank you for answering that question correct. I'm glad you kids are paying attention. You're so smart. Now, librarians are the smartest people on earth. They do that shit for a living, and I intend on it. So let's go ahead and we're going to do the other giveaways in a minute. Let's watch a few things, right? Here's what I want to show you guys. I want to show you because I need to get some of this out, but I also am going to need to get going eventually. Your dad's very tired. But I want to show you guys some stuff first. First of all, if you followed the Karen Reed case, let's pull this up. This is what's going on. Oh, shit. Behind the curtain, Adam? Thank you for sharing that. Daniel, by the way, your brother Daniel sent me a thing about social class, race, ethnicity, and health about the treatment of pain. And I do intend on reading that. That looks fucking great. So we're not going to rip on Coffin Doffer today, although she did share this and then have to backtrack. And I was planning on interpreting every single line of her statement and being very sassy and funny about it. I do need to get to the point so you guys can see this. However, we'll just make fun of her another day. For now, I want to show you guys here. Let me pull this up for you real quick. Nope. Hold on. You guys are going to love this shit. So that Grant Smith Ellis guy that everyone just fucking loves, he's not at all crazy, right? So he put out something pretty silly. And the thing that he put out, what the fuck is that? Let me find it. The hell? Where is it? Give me 1 second, you guys. Sorry about that. Is this it? Well, Grant Smith Ellis put up a statement about the 10 jurors. Here it is. He put up a statement about the jurors. And in his statement, he talked about this situation and how they were all against her. How, essentially everybody was ready to be like, fuck you, Karen Reed, and throw her in the fire. But at the last minute, there was intimidation. XYZ happened. It was horrible. It was a fucking firefight. Like, he goes nuts. It's very choice language that he used, though. And the language that he used, actually, I really want to show you the specific one that was very important. But here it is. Here it is. Is this it? Here, I think this might be it. It's very important. Yeah, the jury is not spoken out. I'm sorry. Just give me one moment. I want to show you guys this because it's really crazy. And I had someone share it with me. Did they delete it? I don't like that. She deleted it because she was fucking embarrassed. She should be. Oh, it's the edited alter. Oh my God. I think they all deleted it. Hey, good job, guys, getting it off the internet. Damn. I will find it. I will find you. Interesting. Okay. So essentially, oh good, the towel went on vacations. Fucking dipshit. So essentially, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here we go. I'm going to share it now. I want you guys to see this. This is fucking crazy. So Jennifer Coffenbacher shared this shit. You see that? Here, let me put it full screen so you can see. So it says breaking news, which is hilarious, dude. You're not the fucking news. It says breaking news. The vote of the jury in the Karen Reed trial was 10-2 in favor of guilty across the board on all 3 charges of the indictment. Per a report from a source with knowledge of the discussion secondhand, hung jury with 10-2 in favor of guilt of the 2, etc., etc., etc. And it goes on and on and on, right? Well, then, as you... Here, let me see if I can find you the... No, they didn't attach it. So, basically, if you go through and you just copy paste this exact statement, right? And then you type it into Twitter, he actually took this, he copy pasted another situation with another jury on a totally separate case. And then he shared it as pertaining to the Karen Reed jury. And then, see right here, the fake FBI lady bought it. It was literally for a totally different case. And then Jennifer Coffenbacher copy pasted and shared it as if it were fact. And then everybody went up her ass and were like, hey, this is not true. This is all fake. This is from a guy named Grant, and it was copy pasted. Yeah, here it is. Thank you, Swendig. I could not I feel like they deleted that one. I feel like Jen deleted it. This weirdo copied Jess Fall Riva reporter's tweet word for word from another 6-day case. Yeah. First of all, it was a much shorter case, right? It was a totally different case. It had nothing to do with this. And this motherfucker copy pasted it as if it was Karen's case. Then Jen's dumbass retweeted it, shared, and then put out a statement about how essentially she doesn't fact check any shit. She's like, I just read it and put it out there. You can't fucking blame me for not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, when she wants you to go, hey, oh my God, this woman's in FBI, she'll be like, trust me, I was in the FBI. But in these moments, she's like, I'm just a girl in the world. What? Is he squeaking? He's making the doggy howl. But anyway, that happened, and it was fascinating. And it's just fascinating to watch this unchecked mental. Oh, Jesus Christ. You see that? What is this? Oh, God. I got taken to a weird place, you guys. West Virginia down to Tennessee. All right, let's just unshare that. Okay. So that happened, and that was fucking crazy. She does need a new hairdresser. My dog is talking to my boyfriend, so if you hear him going, ah, rah, 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 that's what that is. Trust me, you guys, I'm ex-FBI. Hey, listen, I'm ex-FBI too, I guess. You know, she's tier 3. She's run in front of the ring camera tier 3. Yeah, everyone kind of behaved mostly. Just like she claimed the video. Yeah, that shit was so fake. Oh, talked about that yesterday. That was insane. Yes, defense diaries. I want to send Bob a copy, PDF copy. Yes, it's Keith Morrison. Your new dad. Do you hear him? Mookies, talking to your daddy. If you missed it, scroll back and you get to see your God. He was sitting on my lap earlier. He's amazing. All right, here's the other thing I want to show you guys. There's new Rex news. And it's crazy. And then we'll talk about apology line. We'll do that last because it creeps everyone out. You guys like good, scary bedtime stories. This happened. Also, hello, Swendig. This happened today. Where is it? Oh, do we not have a... Okay, well, basically, I'll show you the news report. We're not going to watch it because basically what happened was Rex Heuermann discussed a situation. It was in Newsday. Here's the thing. I kind of don't believe Newsday at this point, though, because they posted that shit was Vicky's art. So can they be trusted? And yes, I do need Bob's email. Good night, old boomer. I love ya. So apparently, jail investigators turned over 15 credible reports of sex workers and possible encounters with Rex Heuermann recently. And they go on and on about it. And normally, I would read this to you. But guess what? The puppy wants to go outside. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to put on... I'm so sorry to do this, but he needs... Oh, this chick. Do we want to be bad? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I know, honey. I'm gonna take you out real quick. I gotta take him out, you guys. We're gonna watch it old. We're gonna watch whatever this is. Let's watch this for a second while I take him out. Oh, I'm so sad. Hold on. Oh my god, what a terrible choice. I'm so sorry, you guys. Listen, the pup was freaking out and I couldn't figure out why. He just had to pee pee real bad. And he just went pee pee. I'm so sorry. The music isn't good. This was terrible. What a bad decision. Hey, listen, sometimes your dad makes terrible decisions. I'm so sorry. Yes, today in the news, breaking news. I wanted to find you guys. Oh, fuck. So I didn't want to, I don't like reading to people a whole lot. You know what I mean? I feel like it's annoying to you guys. But let me see if I can find the one from today because here it is. Boom. This is the one I tried to tag earlier. I'm right here. Your daddy's back. Daddy's back. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. So this is what I wanted to watch. It is News Nation. I don't know if you're gonna see Banfield being crazy. I don't know if you're gonna see Enton with his flawless fucking hair. I don't know who the anchor is. But you know, warning, trigger warning. It could be someone that is very hard to consume. However, thank you. I love you on a rant too. Was there no sound? What the fuck? That was weird. There was no sound. StreamYard. Okay, well, I'm gonna put on this one and then we're gonna break it down because this is basically that whole article. You know how sometimes they'll print every single word from a news report and that's the article, and then they have the video. This is the video. So there was sound. Okay. So wait, so there was sound. Other people are saying. Swendig is saying it. So wait, Doctor on Call, check your make sure your thing is. I don't know if you're in headphones or what, but it could be you might have touched something. I don't know. I don't know what happened. There was sound. So yeah, we want to make sure that Doctor on Call can hear. Are you hearing me, Doctor on Call? Are you hearing me? Yeah, there was. Wonder. Oh, one of y'all said it was only out of the left ear. You know what? It has. I bet you $1 million that video we just clicked on had it to where it was all put on one side. And depending on what kind you had. And Adam says no sound. Okay. So it might have been in what, you know how they do the 90 and all that, where they have both and they go back and forth. It might have had it to where there was just one. It was just music. Okay. That was weird. I don't know why it did that. Let's see if this works. This should work. This is the video I wanted to show you anyway, and then we'll talk about it. Because this is what happened today. This is what we found out today. This is what the Devon texted your dad about. And I was like, ooh, we'll watch tonight. Here we go. I'm going to share. If there's no sound, just immediately put like a 1 in the chat. If there's no sound. No sound, 1 in the chat. Let me know. All right.
Mr. Human was seeking out sex workers prior to his arrest. So we do know that there are women out there that may have had some potential contact with him.
We are learning that the task force investigating the Gilgo Beach murders has new information about suspected serial killer Rex Heuermann. Months after Suffolk County Sheriff Errol Toulon told me that authorities were aware of female inmates who may know more about Heuermann, and almost a year after his arrest, tonight, investigators say they have more than a dozen credible reports from sex workers currently behind bars who may have interacted with him. 60-year-old Heuermann is now charged in the deaths of 6 women over 3 decades. Charges in the deaths of Jessica Taylor and Sandra Castilla were added just last month. Heuermann is also suspected in a 7th woman's death, Valerie Mack. Her dismembered remains were found on Gilgo Beach in 2011. Heuermann pleaded not guilty to all charges. He is scheduled to return to court on July 30th, and we'll be there. In the meantime, he's being held in the Suffolk County Correctional Facility. I went there with the sheriff in the fall to learn about Heuermann's life in jail. So we got this exclusive look at what Heuermann's cell looks like. This isn't the exact cell, but it's a carbon copy. 60 square feet with a fixed bench bed, a desk, and a toilet. He is kept separate from the general population for his own safety. And these new reports about Heuermann come just weeks after stunning developments in the investigation, including a second search of his Massapequa Park home, where authorities say they found a hard drive in his basement that contained plans, essentially blueprints for the murders. Joining us now, retired NYPD Sergeant and 20-year veteran Joe Giacalone. Joe, a friend of mine, thank you so much for being here.
Hey.
We talk all the time, and I even called you when I was standing.
You guys see who that is right there? It's Joe Giacalone. We love a Joe G. That's your brother, Joe Giacalone. That's your uncle, brother Joe. Haven't met him yet. Heard great things. He's great. I enjoy him. I like his accent. I think that he kind of looks like Hank from Breaking Bad. It makes me happy. All right, let's keep watching. Sarge.
Standing outside of that home when they were doing the search. We talked about what they were pulling out of there. So what kind of intel do you think investigators are looking for in these interviews with these incarcerated women who worked as escorts?
It's good to see you, Laura. This is actually Investigative 101, and I really like what the sheriff has done here. He started this unit, I think it was 2018, and it was meant to do specifically this, to gather intelligence from those that are working within the field. They were trying to remember in 2018, 2019, they had no idea who they were looking for. So it was an opportunity to try to build an intelligence network, develop some information, and see if they can, basically get lucky, so to speak. And now they have a suspect. They have a couple of different things that they're looking into. And I'll tell you, Laura, this case, I think, is going to start really catching on fire in the next couple of months. I think this task force has done a tremendous job, and I see some more cases getting solved.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I coughed at that. I'm having a hard time breathing because I was coughing. What? Hold on. This pretty Portuguese CO was videotaped banging an inmate by his bunkie who was ripping butts. LOL. First of all, Swendig, you're fucking hilarious, bitch. I love you. Welcome to the cult. You have ascended to top co-leader status with ripping butts. You made Dad's boyfriend laugh. He doesn't like any of this shit I do, and he's laughing at ripping butts. Jesus, that's funny. Can I say ripping butts from now on? Also, love that you pointed out she's Portuguese. I am Portuguese Mexican. I appreciate that. Half. The other half is Polak. Wow, ripping butts is so fucking funny. Also, then you followed it up with Human Shrek. Everyone, welcome Swendig. She's the party. She makes me laugh. Let's keep going.
Up in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we've got
that
this
was
widened out
really-
timeline now, too. You human trafficking investigators.
Your dad popped out to hit the ciggy. And then when your dad popped in, started laughing, and now I can't fucking breathe. Ripping butts is so funny. I don't know why.
Investigators have been asking these incarcerated sex workers about the Gilgo Beach killings. They've been doing that for years, even before Huerman's arrest last year. Investigators interviewed nearly.
Adam, do you want to be fucking grounded, boy? I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, no, it is a Lally. Also, Lally smoking a cigarette, he makes cigarettes look not cool. I think I just figured it out. If we want kids to not take up smoking, just show them that fucking guy. Just show them Lally, sweaty, defeated, standing outside next to Jenn Mccabe, somehow unscorched and unharmed and unstung from the spray that she naturally emits. And he's just, yeah, he just sits outside and fucking smokes, sure as. He doesn't even sit. He stands and leans against a rail. And it's wild because he comes outside and he takes his top button off, rolls up his sleeves, does the whole wiping of his head and goes, ah. Sometimes he takes his glasses and he just wipes between his eyes and then holds and presses on that pressure point. And then he just coughs maniacally. And then he just chain smokes. And in that moment, I go, ah, poor Lal. You know, I feel bad for it. Like, fuck. Like, let's just admit, cigarettes do make you look kind of cool. I'm not going to fucking bullshit you. We're adults. They make you look cool. They do. And yet he has found a way to make them not look cool. Yes, they are deadly. Yes, they could kill you. Yes, they are horrible for you. But that's kind of why they're cool. It's like, damn, you don't even give a fuck about death, dude. But then Lally stands outside, picks one up, starts smoking a butt, and then before you know it, fucking not cool anymore. I want to quit. Shit. What a bummer of a dude, man. What a real bummer. That's the type of guy that can really make you like. That's the type of guy that can make you like fucking hate Ozfest. Like, that's the type of guy it's like, ah, fuck, I got to go with him. You're telling me I can pick up a $10 million bank from the lottery. I just won the lottery, but I got to drive to pick up my winnings with this fucking guy. Lally's going to be my fucking Uber driver. I'll just stay poor. I'll just be poor. In a way, I'm glad he became a prosecutor and not, or a lawyer, I guess. I'm just glad he's not a doctor. I don't want him telling me I'm dying. I really don't. I don't want to hear anything from Lally other than, you know, maybe I shouldn't fucking try this case. Maybe we shouldn't be here. Yeah, I feel sorry for his wife too, dude. He would play, to be fair, let's be nice. He is Debbie Downer. Oh my God, dude. He is Rachel Dratch, Debbie Downer for fucking sure. Good shout out. Lally is such a fucking bummer. Like, Lally could like if you found out that you're free of cancer and then Lally walked in to tell you that, it might actually make you more sad than finding out you had it to begin with. Like, this guy's so fucking depressing. Yeah, I don't know what I think is his wife a doll? Are we sure she has a heartbeat? He's McCabe's dad? Yeah, pretty much, probably. I don't even know if that's true, but I'm willing to believe it. He would make a good what's his name? Who is Mr. Burns' sidekick again? Waylon Smithers, Dad's boyfriend says. He would make a good Smithers in a real life. Except honestly, Smithers actually no, fuck that. Smithers is gay, right? Oh my God. Smithers should be played by Brian Enton. I want to like Smithers. Never mind. Take Lally out. Lally can be Mole Man. No one's gay for Lally. Yeah, hunched over by McCabe, just fucking chain smoking. Yeah, he could be Smithers, but no, we've changed him. We've moved him. Yeah. I'm glad you guys like that. I'm thinking about it. Who are we going to cast? Who are we going to cast in this shit? Yeah, they are delicious, and I miss them, and he makes me want to quit them. He really does. Yeah, an energy vampire, dude. And what's crazy is Jen's just spraying so much hateful energy out of her fucking... What's that thing that opens up and releases the spray? Is it just the asshole? Is it just her asshole? Or isn't there a gland? A sphincter? Is that separate? That's the same thing as an asshole, babe. Oh, her leaky balloon knot. She's spraying a scent out of her leaky balloon knot that just takes everyone down a few levels so that she can hover over them and intimidate. It's fucking crazy. God, she's the worst. Quit smoking, then got hit by a drunk driver and ended up in the ER. An aunt smoked till she died at 97. Friend never smoked and got cancer 3 times. Smoking and not smoking, life is whack as fuck. God damn it, Daniel, we need to hang out. You're fucking hilarious. Lally is a human cigarette. Oh my God, dude. Baldrick from Blackadder. I need to look at Blackadder. You guys told me about that. Homer Lally, dude. Casts a shadow, not a light. That's a good point. Fucking Jen, what do you think she sprayed? Do you think she just sprays green shit out of her anal gland like Tajiri? Thank you. It's anal gland. Yes. Like a backwards Tajiri. She just gets you in the fucking eye. Her cloaca. Yeah. She's got a cloaca, dude. She's making my dog sad, to be honest. Yeah, she's a fucking douche canoe. They're all douche canoes. Nerdy Cat, I love that you brought up douche canoe again. I love it. He'll allow it. Adam says he'll allow it. Yeah, Lally tells Paul he told him he's going to retry that. I mean, I guess try again. And then when you fail, keep fucking trying and smoking outside. And I guess everyone will hate you. I don't know anymore. Like, this is crazy. He's going to retry her tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Good luck trying to retry, Lally. Yeah, he's the green juice. He's if green juice was a person. Yeah, it's that acid shit, the spitters in Left 4 Dead. Yeah, dude. And that's kind of what Tajiri had. Like when he was going against William Regal, this is wrestling nerd shit. You guys can feel free to black out on your dad. This is like when your real dad talks about the Who in the front seat and you're on a trip. It's one of those moments. Now would be when you text your friends. Listen, Tajiri had a thing with William Regal, right? He'd pop up on his ass randomly and he would get him in the face. The green shit, you know? And William Regal, he couldn't fucking handle it. It really destroyed his whole life because he was a gentleman. You know? He's a fucking gentleman. He didn't have time for that shit. He was literally Regal. The WWE had never seen a British accent like his before. A kind one, not a cackney one, not like flourish for sale, but like, sir, you are wretched and you reek of cigarettes. Yeah. William is great. And Tajiri and him had a thing. Remember? It was akin to, what's her name from Real Housewives of New York? The Duchess. If she was a dude, if the Duchess was a dude who wrestled, that would be William Regal. And listen, the blonde bitch from The Housewives, she can make a song. What is it? Party till you're tardy or whatever. No one gives a fuck about your song, ma'am. No one gives a fuck about your spring break or your song, ma'am. No one cares. Ramona herself could make a rap song. Deb's OG from Teen Mom. I told you you're going to want to black out right now. She made a rap song. None of them have shit on the Duchess. I can't even respect her enough to learn her name, but I do find her fascinating. And I'm telling you, is it Kim? No, it's Leanne. It is Leanne. What was her last name? Yeah, Kim made Tardy to the Party. Yeah. But here's the Duchess. What was her name? The Countess, right? Or was it Countess? The Countess Leanne Lesseps. Oh my God, how did I know that? Oh my God. I just blacked out and remembered. That was some deep shit. Yes, the Countess Lesseps. Is it de Lesseps or some shit? Dude. Yeah, Luann. Money can't buy class, baby. Money can't buy class. Listen, I don't know the words. I don't remember the song. But when it comes on, I'm fucking dead. Your dad's gonna throw a chair. He's gonna scream about Biden and Trump. And he's gonna fucking dance to the Countess. Because she wrote a book on etiquette. She taught us all how to fucking live, Luann. She had the same hair my mom had when she worked at Woolworth in 1984, and it's comforting. And even though she's rich, she still finds time to yell at her kids and hurt their feelings and remind them that they ain't shit. And it's kind of funny. Goddamn. Goddamn. She's nuts. She's batshit crazy. She's the Omarosa of the Hamptons. But your dad can watch her. He can watch anything by her, and he is in awe. She's like a Frasier that I take way less seriously. She's a Frasier from Wish. She's a Wish.com female Frasier. Okay, I'm getting lost. The point is, let's watch the rest of this Lisk thing.
Nearly 300 women, we've been told, and say they've got 15 reports that were credible. So what happens next?
Well, I mean, these are the women that are working within this industry that they need to get a hold of. And for instance, they might know of other girls that have had contact with him. And they also might know of other girls who have disappeared, so to speak, that they don't know where they moved on. Unfortunately, this group of ladies that you're talking about are transient and they move around a lot. And that's what makes it difficult for the police to track down. And unfortunately, which makes them vulnerable to people like serial killers in regard to what's going on here. So it's a good step here.
It is a great step, and it's great to see everybody working together, right? After all this time, this is an investigation that years ago had a lot of problems, but now everybody really seems to be working together as a unit. So we love to see that. And Ray Tierney, the Suffolk County DA, is doing a fantastic job. We will say that. How do investigators determine what's useful or not when they talk to these women? How do they parse that out?
Well, they're going to have to, unfortunately, go through all of the information that they have. Some of it will lead to something, good, and some of it won't be. So the issue that comes down to is any information that they get, they're going to have to vet, and they're going to have to then maybe take other steps in trying to identify these other women that may be involved with Rex in regards to either them being around or them being, disappeared, so to speak. So it's an important aspect what they're dealing with here.
You know, we talked on your podcast once about this, about how everything has been held so close to the vest, that all of this information, we're not hearing about it. And when we heard those planning documents, when we heard about those, we were like, whoa, we did not know about that until it was revealed in court. So everything is being kept, under wraps for sure. But do you think that we'll find out what the report said on these women?
Well, eventually, if any of these women will come to court, right, we're going to find out exactly what happens, or if there's information that gets gleaned from it that helped them maybe solve another case. So there's a good possibility, but I look at it this way: you can't lose by doing this. It's only going to lead to good things, and as more information you have, the better off this investigation will continue.
Right. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
That was fucking crazy, wasn't it? I'm a little interested, actually, in the mystery surrounding the Asian victim in Gilgo.
We're going to start looking at Gilgo Beach mysteries because there are still some victims who were never identified. One of them is a man who was dressed in women's clothing.
One of our victims is Asian male. We call him Asian male.
Josh Seaman directed a documentary about the Gilgo Beach investigation called The Killing Season.
Rex, did you do it?
When Rex Heuermann was arrested July 13th for killing 3 of the Gilgo 4, the first victims discovered on Ocean Parkway, Zeman was inclined to believe that someone else murdered the Asian male and the dismembered victims later found along the 10-mile stretch of roadway. Then he read about Heuermann's alleged Google searches on the computer, including one called Asian Twink Tied Up Porn.
It said Asian Twink. And I didn't know what that was. And I found out that's a perversion for liking porn about effeminate Asian men.
The Asian male, still unidentified, was about 5'6" and wearing women's clothing. It's believed he was 17 to 23 years old, and that his estimated death was 5 to 10 years before his remains were discovered. Police noted he had poor dental health. A law enforcement source told us the victim's head was crushed in a brutal act of violence, which leads filmmaker Josh Seaman to theories about a killer's anger.
He had been tricked, basically, picking up what he thought was an Asian woman discovering that it was an Asian man, and then rage sets in, and then he beats that individual to death.
Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney is moving forward with the case against Uerman involving the Gilgo Four, hoping he can secure a murder indictment involving victim Maureen Brainerd Barnes, who was the first of these women to go missing in 2007. All of them advertised escort services on Craigslist. Josh Zeman interviewed Brainerd Barnes' friend, Sarah Carnes, several years ago, who believes her friend's killer called her from a blocked phone.
He said, "Do you happen to know Marie? She's got a tattoo on her right arm in red."
The caller then used a derogatory term about sex workers in his next comment.
He said she's fine, he just saw her. She's staying in a house in Queens.
The defendant knew Queens. He was an architect who worked for the city. He would go around and look at buildings. Like, he was out on the streets. He knew Queens. We looked up his work history. He had been all over Queens. He'd been all over the 5 boroughs.
Rex Uerman pleaded not guilty in court to 3 murders. He's being looked at for a lot more now. We will be looking for more information ourselves.
All right. What do you guys think of that? It's a nice little refresher, I think, to go back and see some of the stuff. Look at that scrunchy. What's going on there? Hello, Jojo Fo Show. Do you like taters? Your brother Adam wants to know. Lisa declared that Rex is bisexual. He's a bi guy. Oh, hey, guys. Oh, hi. Whoa. Yeah. It is very, very fucking late. Your dad took a dad nap today and then woke up right pretty much before his show and then talked to you guys. It wasn't a long one. It was like 2 hours. Your dad's very tired. But also, your dad's been watching a lot of NJPW and trying to catch up on wrestling and is used to the overnight schedule. So this is kind of like your dad having a day off. And it's like my lunch afternoon. Now, for some of you, it's the middle of the fucking night. You're drunk. You need to eat some bread. Have some water. Hydrate. Some of you are just waking up to go about your day. To go find a dingo. I'm just kidding. I know some of you are Australian. What's a dingo like? Tell me all about it. Someone said cloaca earlier, and I was like, yeah, that's the thing that sprays out of Jenn Mccabe. And then it occurred to me, isn't that a cute little mouse rat? And then it was like, no, that's what are they called? Kawakas? Has anyone in here seen a kawaka? And will you mail one to your dad? Theory is Asian male was trans. I'm willing to buy that or just a cross-dresser. Now, here's the thing. If Asian male was trans, I would have some questions about, like, because trans can mean different, like transitioning as in, or like, don't we know that he was not post-surgery, right? So it could have been a drag queen or it could have been trans pre-op, right? I'm a little more curious about the race because when I was doing research into that area, I found quite a bit of interesting things in regards to sex work. And when I say that area, I mean both Manhattan, Long Island, kind of like the Brooklyn, Jamaica area. Oh my God, he wants bacon again. Well, I guess we're giving him tiny little pieces of it instead of like one big piece. So it's a process. Listen, the king demands it. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, I'm going to regret this, but here's something about Epstein. Oh, Jesus. All right, kids, shit happens. Now we're watching this. But your dog, God, needs food.
Sexual predator Jeffrey Epstein is shedding new light on the Palm Beach, Florida investigation that could have put a stop to his widespread sex trafficking operation. And what happened that led to Epstein basically getting off scot-free. What we're learning about not only what was said during grand jury proceedings, but also police interviews with Epstein's alleged victims. This will shock you. We're breaking it all down with current Palm Beach County State Attorney Dave Aronberg. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. So media outlets like the Miami Herald, Palm Beach Post, CNN, and more, They have been fighting for years to get their hands on documents related to a Florida investigation into infamous predator Jeffrey Epstein. Now, before we get into this latest development, and there's a lot to talk about, we need to provide you some backstory. So the Palm Beach Police Department, they opened up an investigation into Jeffrey Epstein back in 2005. This after the parents of a 14-year-old girl came forward accusing the financier of paying her to give him a massage. The police find out that Epstein had purportedly set up a system to recruit girls to provide him massages and sometimes other sexual activity. So the case was brought to the state attorney's office, a grand jury was impaneled, and they indicted Jeffrey Epstein in 2006 on felony solicitation of prostitution. Now, as you're about to see, the argument is he could have been hit with much more serious charges. This didn't even encompass a fraction of his purported criminal conduct. In fact, it has been reported that the Palm Beach Police Department chief and lead detective were particularly troubled by this prosecution. So they refer the matter to the FBI, and the FBI brings it to the assistant U.S. attorney. Now, in the end, what happens? In 2008, Epstein and prosecutors, they work out a deal where he pled guilty to state charges of solicitation of prostitution and procurement of minors for prostitution. He's sentenced to 18 months in prison, only serves 13, spends most of the time in a work release program where he can leave the jail to work at his office and then go back to jail at night. And of course, he avoids federal charges. He had to register as a sex offender too. But this is why people call this a sweetheart deal. And it was very, very controversial, especially knowing what we know now. Survivors and their attorneys allege that if Florida prosecutors had charged Epstein correctly and thrown the book at him, he would have been unable to continue hurting girls in New York and beyond. And there have been allegations that prosecutors were concerned about him and his legal team, that there were allegations about his ties to the rich and powerful that may have protected him from more serious consequences.
You guys
can't verify the motivations behind all this.
Guys, you're
just
dead.
To say this is part of the conversation in the circuit.
Sorry that happened.
Then
he's
all.
all.
We know in
Listen,
2019 what happened. He's
when
arrested
you have
on
a
New
Shepherd
York
dog and you're
federal
trying to get him
sex
down,
trafficking
when you're trying to get
charges.
the
He
little
winds up
Hoogan
dead
and not
in
be
his
so
jail
fake.
cell before going to trial.
Sometimes you have to
as for his accomplice,
take the little piece of bacon and then you can make them into tinier ones, and then when you give him the bacon, you have to just do a little bitty bit, so he
she was
thinks he's
found
getting
guilty
more.
of sex trafficking and sentenced to 20 years in prison.
It works if
But
you work
now,
it. He's
let's
trying
talk
his
about what's
best,
happening.
but when he
Let's
wants
talk about
anything,
this
whether it's fault,
investigation that happened
food,
back in
just
2005,
attention, he just comes
2006
up and he
in the
goes,
grand jury that was
and he
impaneled,
just
like I
fucking
mentioned.
screams at me,
A
and
little
it's
quick
so
primer on
cute,
this.
but
We've
also
talked about
like
grand
makes me
jury
so sad.
proceedings
But he's a
before.
very dramatic
They
little
are
puppy.
highly secretive.
And
It's a way
I'm
for
talking about my
prosecutors
dog
to
right now, and I
invite
just
the
got
defendant by
this, and it
presenting
made me
evidence and
laugh
witnesses
because
to a secret
in
panel.
context of what I'm
But what
talking about, I know
happens?
you're not talking about
A
the
Palm
dog,
Beach Post
but yeah,
investigation in
Epstein.
2019
Anyway, that was the only. I'm
revealed
gonna turn that off. That was the only thing that popped up. And I'm sorry, I love my doggy so much. If he needs something, I'll fucking Polish goodbye. Sorry, guys, but I don't want to cut you guys off. So yeah, I just put whatever was on. I was like, well, this is the luck of the draw. Anyway. And I know you cannot see the doggy. It's because he's having some wuthers right now. But yeah, what the fuck was that about? I didn't even watch that. Oh, wow. Okay. I just read that. Well, sorry guys. So that's kind of awkward. All right, let's just exit out of there. Hey, you know what's a good way to just flip the whole you big fucking bird, cloacus? You big fucking cloacus, you big fucking birds. Dude, what if that's our first sticker? What if we got to do a potato with a scrunchie. It's got to happen. Or the scrunchie. Do you guys like the thumbnail from yesterday, the scrunchie in the frame? What it was going to say is let's get demonic. But I thought that was too crazy. Yes, I have totally derailed. This ship, listen kids, Dad drove off the beaten path and now we're in a public park. We're just going to camp out here. Figure it out. Cloaca stickers of the cute little animal spraying green tajiri mist onto Jenn Mccabe. What about a Jenn Mccabe that sprays and it just says Satanus or something? I want a big fucking bird. I think this is genius. I'm thinking like you big fucking bird on something, but it's fecking. Because that's how they say you big fecking bird. Okay. So I'm thinking you big fecking bird. Bun, we have politely sidetracked, and I appreciate you. What, honey? What are you screaming at? Hey, Diddy. What is he screaming for? Oh, he's just screaming. He just, in our house, you just scream sometimes. Sometimes you just sit in the middle of the floor and you go, wah! Even though everybody's paid attention to you all fucking day and giving you everything you want, spend a lot of money on you on toys. You sit there and you cry. Come here and let me pet you. Nope, he just wants to stare. You just want to stare? Come here. You want to see your friends? You want to see your friends? Oh my God, he's so pretty. He's going like this. Come here. You want to see your friends? Oh, I love it when he does that. I wish you guys could see him. You can if you become a member of one of the top tiers. I don't know. It says it. Not the $99 one. That's a fucking fever dream. You're so fucking cute. I will be exploiting my dog. Expect that this coming week. I'm talking wigs. He pretty much learned a routine. Come here. Come see your friends. Diddy. I'm gonna fuck your Fortnite. Come on. Eat the baby. Yeah. Pet his belly. Pet his belly. Let me see you pet his belly and let me watch him smile. So anytime his daddy's boyfriend, anytime he picks him up, oh my God, the smile. Bloop. He looks like a little joker. He's so cute. He's a little chonker. Yeah, and when we got him, he's 50 pounds because the sweet elderly man who had him before, he'd just buy him the brightest bag. Here you go. Here's the dog food. A lot of it was puppy food. He's like 5. So when we got it, it was like, oh, this is the puppy food that, they said, hey, don't give your dog, it'll die. And it's all corn. And so I was like telling my friends who are bougie vets and ex-vets and just people that tell me what to do online because they know about dogs. And I used to train, but it was for a specific pet safe system, which is bad. And don't ever put your dogs on those. That's why I fucking quit. But the point is, they were all like, no, you have to get him on. He needs to be on Canada. He needs to be on Froms. Mine lived for 28 years and I had him on this. Yeah, he's pissing and shitting all over himself and drooling and he's fucking miserable and he gets migraines and has seizures. But listen, he's fucking alive. I'm like, oh, geez. So I put all that on a list and I said, let's get him the best of the best. And, he's a picky little Hoogan, but he's come down 5 pounds. And we do it with psychological fuckery. We break all his treats up into teeny little bits. We have these little learning games for him to get learned. So he has to move shit around and do puzzles to get to the treats, which keeps him excited. He has a ball that blinks. He likes to sit here. Come here. Okay, he might come back up. Let's see. Do you want to come up? Yes, come here. You want attention? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you don't. Now you want to run? Come here. You always want to come up. Come on. Okay, he's in a fussy, violent mood. Is it because I talked about Jenn Mccabe? Oh, he gets so anxious. Anyway, he's the best, and he takes a lot of my time. How many cloacas does it take to spray coffin docker? 10. 10 cloacas, kids. My cats won't eat anything that's half good for them. One loves fried chicken. Listen, if you've got the chicken nugget, you bitch, give it to him. That's his voice. He's like, Mommy, you're being a bitch. Give me the chicken nugget. Yeah, he's a Boston Terrier. He's the best. Tell us about your dogs and what breeds you have. He's a Boston Terrier. Let me see. I can get him now. I think. Hold on. I don't want to go back to Epstein. Here's what we're going to do. I need to spin this Epstein vibe around. The only way to spin the Epstein vibe around is with more Epstein. But trust me, in a different lane. This is one of my favorite bits, aside from Who Jackie, which we'll show you sometime. That's a Norm Macdonald story about when he wrote on Roseanne. We'll show you that. This is where we're getting into goofs. This is a palate cleanser. This is a vibe changer because we are going to have to dip out. This was more of a fun. This is the 4th of July, dude. We're just fucking around. We're just being silly geese, We're just crocheting little cock warmers. Yeah, boss, Swendick, get out of my fucking head, bitch. They are the worst. Go watch my old lives. He just crop dusts me the whole fucking time. They smell like rotten eggs. It's insane. It makes my eyes cross. It really does. When he farts, it's like an act of war has been declared, you know? I do believe that the Chinese can use my dog's ass to spy on America as well as spray some sort of foreign chemical, a Jenn Mccabe like chemical upon us that will force us to give over industry and reject the hegemony. But I do think that there is something in his asshole that can be considered either a war crime or a chemical or biological weapon. I've written to the CDC, the UN. I've written to the president. I've said, take my dog's ass, study it, bring him back safe, give him treats. But by all means, we can use him in war. We can win this. They never write back. The point is, you have some fucking cute dogs. And I'm going through the list. And I'm thinking about it. They are amazing. Everyone in this chat is amazing. 2 dots. I hope you win something tonight. Hope you all win something tonight. Saved 1 cat from a crack's head and another from being a streetwalker. Yeah. Those cats will do anything for money. Yeah. Weapons grade dog fart. It is a chemological. Oh my God. I combined 2 words and it kind of sounds cool. A chemological ass weapon. Chemological ass warfare. I live with a 15-year-old Boston and an ancient. How did you get it to be 15? Is it happy? I want to do it. What do you feed it? My 20-pound tabby cat, my 2 pound. You know what's weird? Miko's old roommate, his owner's old other pet was a Chihuahua. He grew up with a Chihuahua. From what I've heard, the Chihuahua fucking owned him. When he sees Chihuahuas, I can tell he has these. Let me show you what happens to him when he sees a Chihuahua, because I actually made this specifically to convey his emotion for my own pleasure. I've not shown anyone this before. This is literally because I thought I need to make a Canva picture of how I think my dog feels. Because I can't explain to people what goes on when he's doing that thing he does. And now I'm thinking of that song. That thing you do. What's wrong with me? I did get my head stuck in a door at a Cheesecake Factory once. And I think that's what's going on here. Why I can't stay on task. But listen, just go with it. Just fucking go with it. Where is it? Where is the Vietnam picture? My God. Listen, I found the best way to. Oh, shit. Oh, these are pretty good. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. I'm about to show you guys some shit. You're going to like this. I promise. You're going to like the way you look. All right. Here we go. I'll make it real big. This is how my dog got earlier when I was discussing Jenn Mccabe. And yes, this is a picture of him after he went to his grandma Mimi's house and had barbecues for the first time. This is how he looked, sitting in his Christmas sweater. You're getting a sneak peek. And this is what goes on in his head. This is what he sees. This is what happens when he sees Chihuahuas. He blacks out. He thinks about those days. He has that face. He has that, oh my God, Grandma Mimi gave me so many barbecues face. As his friends go off to die in war. That is what happens to him when he sees a fucking Chihuahua. It's really, and he also when he sees Bacons, when he sees Tarkums, when he sees Chihuahuas, he has the same reaction, but they mean different things. Because he wants to approach the Chihuahua. He wants the Chihuahua to be his friend. He wants it to love him. And then he wants to hump it. He wants to fuck the shit out of it. And I'm like, stop that. Stop that. That is rape. And he does not stop. That dog, the Chihuahua usually screams no consent and bites a limb. This is what I was told. Now when he sees Chihuahuas, he backs the fuck off. But he is taken to try to hump larger dogs. This doesn't work out either. They say no consent. They body his ass. He slouches back home and says, I'm the one that wants to play with me. And I say, because you keep fucking him. And you can't do that. What you're doing is molestation, and stop it. You've been neutered. You're 6 years old. About to be 6. I mean, what is that? What is that? He's older than me and his father. He's 1 or 2 years older than me and his father. Like, he can't behave like this. But then he licks our knee or like does a cute little butt wiggle and it's like, it's fine. You can fuck whatever you want. You know what I mean? He's so cute. Like, just do what you want. You're so cute. Why am I talking about my dog's Vietnam PTSD blackouts when he sees chihuahuas? Oh, because we're talking about how cute dogs are. Anyway, one of you guys has a Boston and Chihuahua, and that's awesome. Was that you, Tiff? Deaf. Oh, maybe mine's deaf. He doesn't fucking listen. Okay. Wow, hot dogs don't pass gas. That's amazing. Yeah, my dash hound, when I had Frankie, he passed fucking gas. And also a little bit of spit would come out of his butt. He would just a little light, a little foam. He was a weird one. He was so cute. He lived to be very old. Yes, the licking. Oh my God. He licks the air at nothing. No, this is Vietnam, right? This ain't World War II. This is Vietnam. Maybe he could have been in World War II. Look, my dog has been in Korea. He's been places. He was Benghazi. I don't know if you know this, but Hoogan, aka Mikos, aka Hot Ham Hoogan, aka my puppy, your god. He's been in many wars, dude. He is pretty sure he's General Butt Naked. I'm pretty sure this dog, this little face right here, I'm pretty sure this Coney 2012. I'm pretty positive this is what that guy was naked punching the street over. This little sweet face. He said, oh my God, everybody bought bumper stickers and the war is over. Oh no. Oh no. How do we overthrow General Butt Naked? Anyway. I fucking love this dog. He's so cute. Okay. Enough. It's a true crime channel. We're supposed to be sad. Listen. We're supposed to be upset. Everybody, wait. I want to talk about some things. What do you think of this? I've been working on some things. You're seeing Dad's little drawing book right here. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Could you don't? You like that first sticker? Could you don't? Yeah, we'll start a Discord. You start one. You tell me what the fuck to do. I thrust you kids from my testosterone-filled loins so that you can boss me around. You get that back. But do you like that? Do you like this? Do you like that? This is a good sticker? You love it? Oh, good. Good. Yes. I'm thinking some more in this lane. I really like that barbecue. He looks like he's high as fuck, but he's just barbecues. You see the little bit of birth kits from North Texas. Grumbleweeds. Do you know who grumbleweeds are or crankies? No, what are they? Tell me. I like that. You're always sad, so we're good. Okay, good. Stay sad all that time. This time, this is for happy. That way, it'll be so much more fun when it's time to be happy. Yes, you love that. Yes. We'll put him on a sticker and a shirt. We'll do it. We'll exploit. The deal is we're exploiting this thing. He's so cute. I love him. I feed him. May as well exploit him. I'm so sorry about your palm too. What happened? What? She was murdered. Who do we gotta make? Who do we have to? My name is Earl. Wait, I keep saying that. It's not My Name is Earl. It's Earl had to die. What's that fucking song called? Goodbye Earl. Who do we have to goodbye Earl? Let's avenge Angel. Oh my God. Let's avenge. We will avenge for your sister Claudia. Yeah, well, listen, we've got there's a lot of merch that's gonna be coming out. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something that's hilarious. This is gonna make everyone feel better. This is gonna, if any of you have dead dogs or family members or life's been shit. Well, I don't know if like them being dead, I don't think this is gonna help that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why I said that. This is not gonna make that pain go away. But this, I mean, you could laugh for a minute. It could make it not hurt as bad for just a minute. So like if you're having a shit week, if everything's hell, if everything's just fucking slim pickings for you, watch this shit. I think it'll make everything better. And what's crazy is that it does have to do with Epstein. Yeah, you're going to laugh your ass off. Because this guy is fucking brilliant. And it's one of the best fucking things I've ever seen. If this doesn't cheer you up, I don't know what will. Hold on. We're going to go back. Because this guy's brilliant. He's a great writer. This was Norm Macdonald's co-writer for many years. This is going to make you so happy. Wait. Let me share the screen first. Your dad's in a goof mood. Here, let's go. And then we're going to dip out. Well, we're going to have to do the raffle. But check this out. This is so funny. I'm showing them the Jim Downey on Conan bit.
There are many figures in our society who contribute an enormous amount to our culture, and people who have unconventional personal lives, and yet they seem exempt from criticism. Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, let me finish. Jeffrey Epstein.
I see it.
No one, criticizes him, and yet.
Oh, wait a minute.
That is a double standard.
Jim,
it's wrong.
Jim,
And
hold on.
okay.
Hold on.
Look,
Hold
Conan-
on. Much has been said about Jeffrey Epstein. Terrible things.
No, I'm talking about Jeff Epstein, the New York financier.
Yes, we're talking about the same Jeff Epstein.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I never heard.
Oh, it was a big story in the news. Huge.
No.
Yes, for you to say no one ever
Jeff
said.
Epstein.
Yes.
Jeff Epstein.
Yes, the financier.
With the island.
Yes, he had an island that I've never been to. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, with respect, if there was some news about Jeff Epstein, I would have heard.
No, I don't know what rock you've been under. It was a huge story, and Jeff Epstein I have to tell you, he's gone. He's dead.
What do you mean?
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's
No.
dead.
Sorry, nice try. If Jeff Epstein were deceased, I'm pretty sure I would know about it. Now, I admit I've not, probably since the pandemic, I've not talked to him.
That would make sense. That would make
But
sense. He's been dead for a number of years, Jim.
I'll tell you, there's one easy way. Let's call Ghislaine Maxwell.
No, we're not calling Ghislaine Maxwell.
Why not? Okay.
She's in prison. She's in prison for crimes she committed with Jeff Epstein.
Ghislaine's in prison.
Yes, stop calling her Ghislaine. How do you know these people? Jim.
Conan.
Jim.
All right.
Jim, listen.
Okay.
Listen
I'm
to me.
just saying, I'm your friend. You know what? It doesn't matter what you do in your private or personal.
I don't do anything in my private life.
Okay.
Holy shit, right? Like that's one of my favorite things to watch. And I just saw it like, I don't know, a couple months ago, and I think it came out probably this past year. This guy is one of the funniest fucking writers ever. He's kind of a legend. Like, there's people who are in comedy that comedians know because you hear about them or you meet them, and they're usually like hanging out with the comics because they used to be comics and they became writers and they became full-time writers. And then pretty much, you hear about them, they're like legends. It's like everybody who worked on the Larry Sanders Show backstage and as characters on the show are equally legends, although some you might not recognize. And this is one of those guys. He was like Norm Macdonald's sidekick, his best friend. This guy has written so much. He is faking it. No. It's literally all a bit. So what Conan did was Conan was asking him, the whole thing is he's basically interviewing for a best friend, and Conan's talking to him about, things that, like, they're getting to know each other is the big bit, but they've known each other for years. You know what I mean? He had him on as a guest, and he brings Jim Downey on, and he tells him, like, I want to know what's going on with you and what's going on in your personal life. They like discuss their personal lives and about how people shouldn't be judged. And then they slip into this Jeff Epstein bit. And like, you just go with it, that he's goofing. He's pretending not to, obviously he doesn't know Jeff or Ghislaine. He's just fucking around. But this is the guy that that Norm Macdonald spent all his time writing with. And He's fucking hilarious. And this isn't even like, if you watch the whole episode, I'll put a link to it. Conan O'Brien, not the Barbarian. You're fucking funny. You kids think you're funny. But yeah, it is so Normish, dude. So Norm, and Norm is so fucking funny. Speaking of Norm being so fucking funny, I wonder if I can pull this up because I want y'all to have a good note. We'll watch one more thing. And then oh wow, it pops up right away. We'll watch. Oh my god, it is up here. This is one of the best stories. There's only like one copy of it. There used to be, I think it's this one. Is this it? No. Well, there used to be a long form one, but the cut 9/11 joke is really good. Okay. But this is one of the best bits. The Who Jackie bit. This actually, so the last one was improv, yes. The Jim Downey one was improv, yes. And Swendon gets it. That's what's so funny about it, right? He's like, the financier. Like, he doesn't even think they're raping. Like, it's the only way that you can take something that's such a horrible topic and it somehow becomes funny. That's how funny Jim Downey is. He just pretends he has fucking no idea. So essentially, there's this joke. A lot of comics know it. It's a industry joke. Like, writers know it, comics know it. People who anybody who worked on a crew pretty much knows this. I met so many people who I didn't think would know about this, and they know about Who Jackie. And you could tell because basically the way the call to let others know that you know it is to just bring up Who Jackie. Like, if someone asks a question or brings up someone named Jackie, you go, Who Jackie? And they're like, oh shit, you know that bit? It's like, it's beyond Pryor and Carlin famous at this point. And the story is essentially what he's telling right here. And if you watch, there's an episode of 30 Rock with Hannibal Buress, and he's wearing a tinfoil hat and the phone rings. And I believe Tina Fey picks it up, and then she goes, Who Jackie? She like interrupts Hannibal. She says, Who Jackie? There's a time when Alec Baldwin, speaking of, he's on trial. Phone rings in another episode of some show he's on. He picks it up. He says, Who Jackie? There's just a bunch of shows like I think How I Met Your Mother did a Who Jackie joke. I believe there was a Who Jackie joke on oh shit, the Family one, the one Modern Family. So the Who Jackie joke it's slipped into so many different sitcoms. I think even Curb Your Enthusiasm had a moment where they say Who Jackie. Now, most of the general audience has no fucking clue what they're talking about, but everybody else who knows the story knows it. And the only time they've ever it's ever been spoken to the public was by Norm, and then by another comic who I'm spacing on right now, but he's really funny. And they're having this conversation on the podcast. And this is the story. This is the Who Jackie story. They took it down off the internet because you'll see it's Jackie and Jill, not Jackie and Jill. No, it's Who Jackie and Jill. It's such a great story, and we're gonna watch it. So here we go.
I won't say his name, but he's a writer. He was a comic at the Comedy Store, and just a guy, not really a writer. So he says, he never says anything in the room. He's there for like 2 years, and finally he goes, I got an idea. And my brother's like, you do, David? Well, his first name is David. So he goes, yeah. He goes, what would happen if Dan came home and Roseanne was washing her big ass in the sink? That's funny. That's not very funny. So everybody's like, yeah, it's an African American. So you're like, yeah, that's good. And he goes, yeah, but he says the thing is, it turns out it ain't Roseanne. It's Roseanne's twin sister. Oh. And then so they said, well, Roseanne already, we already have Jackie. He goes, who Jackie? He's been on the show for 2 years. Who Jackie? Laurie Metcalf's character that's won like not Emmys and stuff. He was singing a lookalike sister.
That's it. That's a whole bit. It's just absurd. The guy wrote on fucking Roseanne for 2 seasons. He never wrote a single bit. The only thing that he had to say was, who Jackie? He didn't know who the fuck Jackie was. Fucking great. I love that one. All right. I think we're done. Let's do this. I put all of these. I had to write them out. Oh, dude, he lives by me. I see this dude all the time. Actually, if you come to my what do you call it? My album recording in July, if any of you guys are in Austin or around Austin, come to my album recording, which I will put info on. I will put people on guest lists. I will give away tickets. Lemaire Lee, who I think he produces Matt and Shane Gillis's podcast. He's on it all the time. He's the one who looks like a tiny Mark Henry. He is going to be opening for me along with a really funny motherfucker named Dean Stanfield, who is like a NASCAR pit master, a truck driver, a bull rider. He's the real life Ricky Bobby, and I'm not even fucking around. He has an insane mullet and a lot of chest hair, and he dresses like an Arizona jeans ad, and you guys will fucking love him. So if you like Lemaire from Matt and Shane, and if you like Ricky Bobby or Cal Naughton Jr., if you enjoy this fucking psychotic ride that we're on right now, this fucking Herman's head moment I'm having, I do expect one of you to rise up and overthrow me, and when that happens, I will be proud of you. But yeah, the three of us, they're gonna open for me. It's gonna be sick as fuck. If you guys are here the last weekend in July, I will give you tickets. Yes, I'm recording. I've tried to record my comedy album 3 times, and something happens every time with the sound, the video, or none of it getting recorded at all. And I did a show at Caroline's that fucking murdered, and then it shut down, and I never got the video. So I'm like, well, fuck. So in 15 years, this is my 3rd attempt. And I'm doing it at the Velvet where I started, the first place I did it. So it's going to be sick. Lemaire Lee's going to be there. Dean Stanfield's going to be there. Austin, Texas, last weekend in July. I'll fucking give away tickets. All you got to do is email your dad. You can sharpen my pencils. I need to plug in my pencil sharpener. That'll also be on a members only. Imagine doing an OnlyFans to just sharpen pencils through an 80s pencil sharpener. Okay. Sorry. I wanted to make sure they're all separated. Yeah, one of them, it was not plugged in properly. The other one, the video recorded, the audio didn't, and then the other one, it just got the openers and it ran out of tape. You fucking live, you'll learn. You fucking bird. You fucking bird. You live in Scotland, well, I'm going to record it. It's going to be an album. So it's going to be digitally available. Not everything's going to be on cassettes, kids. I love him. See him all the time. He's hilarious. I've seen that a million times. I'm telling you, they live right by me. It's crazy. All the Philly people moved here. Yeah, they all like literally. Actually, if you watch, what was the AEW? He's outside with the shit. Went to an AEW. Me and Lemaire and your dad's boyfriend are all, and Sean Gardini were all in the front row, and Jeff Hardy almost got murdered by Sammy a few weeks ago. And then, yeah, that's how I know. I had to drop them off. I was like, shit, we're in the same hood. It's fucking crazy how many comics moves here. It's really fucking wild. Okay, here we go. Bev's OnlyFans, Mccabe Corgi. Dad, will you do a show on your comedy life? What it's like and be on say, oh, it's fucking terrifying, and I want to piss and shit myself at the same time because I'm a big fucking bird. It's pretty sick. It's just like this. It's just this. A couple of y'all were there tonight. It was literally just this. I was just doing this and just talk. It used to be all like, oh, I need to write all these bits and work forever. And it's like, no, it's just easier to just fucking talk. People get it. People can tell when you're like memorizing and regurgitating, you're not into it. So as long as you're telling a story that's usually true or something that like happened to you, or you're like feeling an emotion, you find it funny, it's going to be funny. You know? Oh, shit. You're brand new. Yes, I'm a stand-up comic. I did not intend to have a true crime channel. I talked to a lawyer lady named Melanie about the list because I do like, basically, I work in OSINT, cybersecurity, shit like that. And I work a lot on cold cases, spent a long time as a journalist, just done a lot with cold cases typically. And Long Island serial killer was a big deal to me. And I'm very old. I'm like 39. Nice to meet you. But I started in like 99 on that shit, on like web sleuths and shit and doing all that shit. But also I'm really big on like I've been a true crime victim. I'm really big on trying to help families like advocate and see what they can do using online resources, mainly OSINT. It's a lot of OSINT research, shit like that. So yeah, I basically was going to school. I'm going to school right now to hone my skills with some digital forensics before I start doing PI licensing work. I'm also actively trying to get my field work in. And that's like basically my real job is doing nerd shit. And then my other job is comedy. And they've kind of just, they're really, it's fucking weird, but like one's really fucking depressing and the other's trying to make people laugh. So it's kind of fun. It's funny to be around people like that. So, you know, they just somehow merged. I got my ass beat and stabbed by a gang a couple of years ago. It was 10 years ago actually, and I ended up meeting a shitload of people who were you know, victims of crime, people who needed help with cases, and I have a old roommate who's missing and friends who are missing, and I started working with other people who have missing loved ones, and we were pretty successful in finding stuff, and then, you know, basically trying to use communication and goofiness, and in a way it's weird, they kind of merge. Like if you can talk to people, you know, and if you're into journalism, fact checking is a big thing, and if you're into being really like careful and not really wanting to like blow up someone's spot for like, I guess, glory or something, like I just think that there needs to be more ethical behavior in the true crime community, because I like to watch it, but I never spoke up about it. And then Melanie was talking about Lisk, and you know, I was basically showing like, hey, a decade ago we tipped in a lot of this shit and Suffolk was ignoring it, and here's the escort forms that we tipped in with the exact situation that was going on with Amber Costello, where these people admit to wanting to kill her, but it ended up being Rex, right? But it was wild because all these people wanted revenge on her, but the FBI followed up, and it's all active real-time Johns discussing this in a forum. And you know, I saved a whole bunch of it. I have screenshots of everything. I tipped it in a long time ago. A lot of people tipped it in. Her roommates fucking tipped it in. And when Melanie was discussing this, when they caught Rex, I went on her channel and was like, yo, here's a way that you can basically use these John's reviews forums to advocate for cold case victims, to find information on trafficked women. And because this is how a lot of private investigators do it, this is how we did it, and how you can tip shit in, and just basically how to ethically do web sleuthing without making it about like a channel, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? How people they'll reveal shit to their channel and they don't tell the police or the investigators or the family. They like save it so that they can fucking give you, like, that's insane to me. So yeah, so then Melanie kept inviting me on and we just had a great time talking, and then people added my channel, and this was my alt account. Secret. It wasn't like, this is what I used to snoop and sneak at night. So I was like, damn, you know, like, fuck. Now I guess this is the name I picked. And people had questions about internet safety and about cybersecurity, about OSINT and about cold cases, how to find things, how to find screen names, how to find emails, how to find, you know, genetic genealogy resources. And it's all shit that I'm, gnats. And I have a gnat problem. Hi, welcome to my hell. How to find things that, like, you know, the shit that I talk about on here is just observational, and I'm trying to, this is how I feel about these cases. And a lot of you guys were very supportive of me, I guess. And then I just started this to talk about shit and to try to show people, like, mainly how to know that you're getting fucking scammed, how to know when a fucking app sucks, how to avoid a catfish, how to find out if your ex-boyfriend or your fucking husband has a Kik account and looking at perv shit, how to catch your kids when they have secret accounts they're not supposed to have, sneaking and creeping on your family, turning in your fucking weird uncle because you know he did something. Just kidding. But, like, you know, we're going in order, just kind of what people want to know. And then I started crafting videos. They took way too fucking long. This is taking way too fucking long. Imagine me having to live with this. It's fucking insane. It would take me like 8 days to make a video. And I finally was like, let's just fucking try live because Melanie said it. I went on Duty Ron's channel and people followed me from there. And a lot of what I talked about was just like dark web, deep web, the difference, how to get files, how to fucking do a FOIA, just all sorts of shit. Kind of all over the map and a mess. But for some reason, people and me are vibing. So here we are, dude. Yeah, I'm super jealous of anyone in Scotland. I love Scottish Twitter. Melanie is fabulous. And I get along with all of them. Yeah, dude, I got attacked by a gang. This shit's all metal, dude. This is all metal. I got a dog half ripped off my fucking nose when I was 8 years old. Got stabbed. Your dad's had her head literally stuck in a door in a cheesecake factory. Been shot at, like been hit by 2 cars. Like, fuck, dude. I'm telling you, I'm built like a brick shit house. But you can survive. You know what I mean? But that's how I, like, really, if I hadn't been stabbed, I wouldn't have been able to question the police who were working on my case about Roxanne Peltoff. And then I wouldn't have gotten to feed that information to her sister. And then we wouldn't have gotten the right phone records and found out the cops had the fucking wrong ones. Found shit that led to a warrant. Like, there's real things that can happen in cold cases using public information that people don't realize. In families, dude, when you have like a missing or murdered loved one, I had to like do all this group therapy and shit after I got stabbed. And I met so many people who are like, they just have poor communication with the cops. Or they, you know, oh, I have her phone, but I don't know how to get the pat. Well, let me get it for you. If that's what's standing between you and evidence. So like if the family can access it, the police have to wait 6 months for a warrant. If the family needs help, let me show you how to do that shit, you know? So that's kind of where we are now. And then I somehow it turned into a cult. I turned it into a cult. I made a cult. I'm Andrew Keegan. I made a cult. I'm sorry. And you're in the cult and I'm sorry. You didn't read the fine print. Neither did I, to be honest. But yeah, it turned into a fucking cult. Yeah, you do have a cyber dad. Also, I told y'all if you have shitty dads, or maybe you just don't like your dad, or maybe you need a dad, you have no dad, or maybe you have too many dads and you're like, dude, chill, I'll just call you by your name. That's fine. But I'm your dad now, you know? And I'm not trying to ask you, you know, ooh, who are you dating, kids? Or, you know, what are you and your friends doing at school? No, it's just I'm like a cool dad. Yeah, it was Duty Ron and Duty Ed. Yeah, I just show you guys free shit. Like how to look up free shit and how to like. My big concern is these families who pay psychics and PIs to do shit that they could do on their own. That's way more accurate if they do it on their own. They're not getting swindled. I hate seeing people get fucking swindled. Also, I'm here to make you money. Listen, your dad also has thick skin. I can put up with anything. I love discussing shit with trolls. I love haters. Bring me the haters. Bring your dad all the haters and bring daddy back change. But yeah, so here's the deal. Didn't expect this to happen. This fucking happened. I'm your dad now. You're in a cult. It's fine. I'm gonna show you some free shit. It's gonna be fine. Your mom's kind of a bitch, but we miss her sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. And you guys are all beautiful. And I really like old people. I get along well with them. They have great stories. Brigadoon, what is that? Yeah, you are in a cult. I'm sorry. You're in a cult. But look, no robes. And if we do have robes, we'll get pockets. And happy 4th of July to the cult. And we also talk shit. We will get hit, but we'll recover. And we keep our scrunchies bundled and we keep the rubber band nice and tight. We don't want no loose cut up fucking rubber band. Some of us are baked potatoes. Just don't be an evil potato. We have a lot of rules. I'm sorry. We just psychic. It was hilarious. She was completely wrong. Yeah, they fucking usually are. My video about psychics got some hate from some psychics about that. And then I was like, yo, tell me what my fucking future is. And then they quit talking to me. Yeah, and listen, a lot of important information. Oddly, see here, I'm all about like the teachers that I remember learning the most from. People can call them corny. Did they dress up like Abraham Lincoln sometimes? Yes, absolutely. Did we do fake human sacrifices in class so that he could explain who the Mayans were and the Incans and all that shit? Yes, absolutely. I was sacrificed. I was disemboweled in front of my 7th grade class. Do I remember that part of history? Yes, absolutely. You know what I mean? Teachers who dress up like characters or go fucking overboard or are just insane, or they wear weird ties, or they dress like John Ray, I'm going to remember everything they fucking say. So I'm a habitual line stepper. I'm a lot to handle. A lot of people tell me that I'm very overwhelming. But I'm going to tell you the most shocking shit about something and then debunk it or tell you if it's true. And I feel like that's a good learning tool. And I also feel like sidetracking and going with your fucking crazy, whatever your mental illness is, just go with it for a moment when you're talking. If you feel like you're being boring or you're on deaf ears, you want to be entertaining, just fucking go with the mental illness for a little bit. Go with it. Enjoy yourself. Talk from the heart. You know, you might say some wild shit and that's going to make people remember the other thing that's important, which is how to keep your kids from getting chummoed. You feel me? So that's what we talk about here. That was a long ass fucking rant. Let's hear about you and tarot cards. I have a huge tarot card collection. I only use them for fun. Occasionally for my friends and family. I'm the weird cousin no one talks about. Dude, I have so many of those weird cousins. They're all pretty fucking cool. One is very goth punk. He has two of the cutest kids ever. And they're obsessed with the Butthole Surfers. And I love them. Good night, Patroness Glow. I do have to go soon, though. Your dad is getting very tired. Yeah. I mean, we had a teacher that taught us using a fake turd. Bill the cow turd. And I remember a lot from that class specifically. I had another teacher that used to drug one of the students with Zima. She didn't remember much, but we all remembered what happened in that class. The point is, yeah, I think it's some sort of autism. I don't know what's going on with my head. I did squish it at the Cheesecake Factory. That could be so. I really think there's something to that. I also hit my head at the zoo when I was little, and I started talking after being mute for a while. Anyway, long day. We got to go. Let's do this. This person is going to get the bumper sticker. You guys ready? I'm going to look up directly at the thing so you know I'm not cheating. I don't know who I would cheat with. I am reading your shit. Yeah, our teacher drugged a student with Zima. She's on the sex offender list now. Petty Mason. Petty Mason, you won this. Yay. America is wild, Susie. Petty Mason, email me. You won that. Now we're going to do the John and Lyle Menendez. Is that right? Or am I saying the name of some DJs from San Antonio? Eric and Lyle? Petty Mason, Deb, you won. Do you want me to write Canton on it? I'll write Canton on it. Support the Canton police. Beat yourself up. You big fucking bird, Petty Mason. Okay, you big fucking bird. You won that shit. All right. And then we have this bad boy. I'm going to have to go back and watch who won that. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. Now, I'm going to take the PayPal and the Cash App people. And this is for the Menendez brothers, Alibi, Mark Jackson rookie basketball card. The Knicks. What is a Nick? With a K? What is that? Let's see one. And Nancy. Nancy, you won. Nancy. You won the Alibi for the Menendez brothers. This is like a $2 bill to your dad. If you wait 20 years, it will be worth $2.50. I'm just kidding. It's actually worth a bit more. Like I said, the grade must be, I'm not going to say 10. They're never 10, but it's going to be 8 to 9.5. If you get it graded, could be worth an investment. The Menendezes are about to hit it big, baby. They're about to be hot again, you guys. Because now society believes that men can be assaulted sexually. And now that society believes that and isn't going to laugh at them in open court, especially in light of, Weinstein, Epstein, all the Steins, and the situation with them and their dad. I'm telling you, it's going to be the next fucking OJ. Something's happening. Well, not OJ. It's going to be the next, it doesn't matter. It's going to be fucked. And that card's going to probably be worth some money. Or you could just keep it and stare at it and go, wow, look at those weirdos. Anyway, email me, you guys. Email me at obliviousbensonquestion@gmail.com and send me your addresses so Dad can come to your fucking house. I'm just kidding. So that I can email you your stuff. Congratulations to the winners. Brother Adam, if you're awake, email me about your spark plugs. I love you guys all. You're the best. I love you. I miss you. I'm thinking about you. And yeah, send me any questions you have. This was a goofy one. We had fun. Yes, this is everybody look. That is wrong one. There we go. Oblivious Benson question at gmail.com. I'm getting in a P.O. box, Susie. It's a little process. They're a little swamped right now because they closed our local post office and then they combined it with another one that is notoriously terrible. And also don't forget to go to Unclaimed. Where is it? Hold down. But when I get one, I'm going to put it on my page. But listen, because I do want to write with you guys. I'm pretty sure I can't write the prisons anymore. Apparently, I was scaring the inmates. Whatever. Fuck them. They don't deserve to be written to. Okay, so unclaimed.org. I'm curious. If you're new here, you don't know about this, everybody tell them it's real. If you go there and you put your name in on your state, you can get any unclaimed money that's owed to you. Swendig, you should go there. Whatever state you're in. Go to unclaimed.org. Put your name in. The government. And, every single bill collector ever, every credit company ever, all of your past employers. Have you ever been owed money and then you're like, I'm never going to see that shit again from a company or something, or maybe surplus, or maybe you overpaid something or a bank account closed and there's still money in it. And you're like, yeah, fuck it. I'm done. Cut the rope, And then 20 years later, you're like, I wish I would have saved all that. But if you go there, it's probably there. Old storage facilities, if you ever had one that you couldn't afford and it got auctioned away, did you know that it is law for them to auction it off for whatever your bill was? And if it ends up being more than what your bill was that they get back at the auction, they're not allowed to keep it. They send it there. So if you ever gave up on a storage facility because you couldn't afford the $59, but you had $2,000 worth of stuff, they auctioned it off for $1,400. You only owed $500. You've got $900. $900 sitting for you in unclaimed.gov. So go there, check your name, see if you have money. It is real. We're over 20K on what people who watch this, and not a lot of people comparatively to a lot of the other. We're not Mr. Beast. We're not Mrs. Queef, whatever. We could be Mrs. Queef. Yeah, all these they have a fuckload. We're not comparatively. I mean, listen, you kids are big in my heart. We're not a huge channel, but 20K in recovered funds in a couple of days, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, we're going to get to Henry. I didn't really get to him tonight because honestly, your dad's too tired and that's a thinker. And some of the information was kind of sad. And I was like, it's Independence Day. Listening to a lot of Martina McBride. I was not feeling the vibe of letting you kids be sad with the whole beating with the bat thing, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. That'll be the next one. Keep me on track. I love you. If you won one of the 3 gifts, please email me your address. You're getting money from New York. You have no idea how much. I hope it's a butt ton. Did you butt dial? I'm sorry. It's a dad joke. I'm tired. What the fuck is Mr. Beast? I don't know. He makes a candy and he gives away sight. Human sight. Yeah. He has sweets. I like that you guys say sweets. That's so funny. And Australians say lollies. I love that. Knickerbocker. Fuck, what a fun word. All right, everybody. I love you so much. Good night. Crypto. Let's all just let's do a big Aunt Bev sigh together on the count of 3. And as we're sighing out, let's say fuck. Right? That's a good word. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Have a good weekend. Don't hold the fireworks too long. Pet your dogs. Don't commit any felonies. I love you. Be good, kids.